Yo, what's going on? What's happening? What's up, Restore the Snyderverse community? It's time to talk about it. It's time to talk about it. Time to talk about San Diego Comic-Con. Man, let's see who we got in the building real quick. We got Chad Snyderverse saying, I'm personally hyped about Zack and Teen Titans. Zack is back. Fandom is the key. The Shazam and Black Adam trailers were alright, but The Rock getting booed for his Superman response made me laugh out loud. I feel that. We got the good Austin. Much love, Skywalker. Love this community. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Much love to you as well. Shout out to the good Austin, another member of the cool table, one of the cool kids, Yeah. We got Zod Ryder in here. Pow. What's going on, Zod? What's going on with you, sir? Much love and respect. Hope you're feeling well. We got Bad Dan's thoughts. I wish Deadline never teased Henry Cavill. Honestly, if it wasn't for that, I would have been happy with today. Well, we're going to get to it. Bad Dan, I promise. We got Mads Mama Bear. What's up to you? Hope you are feeling well. Good to see you in here. It's always a pleasure. You guys got Sky. Oh my God. What up, bro? What up, Super Bro Corey? You know what I'm saying? You in the mountains. Hope you feeling well, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got Leon of the New Geeks, another cool table member in, Much love and appreciation to you. We got Venkata, Zack and Teen Titans. Hashtag Zack is back. All bets on Fandom. We got Fatal J Skywalker. Say no more, sir. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. Let me get Fatal. Let me send Fatal J an invite real quick. Let me do that real quick. Make sure we get Fatal J in here. We've been having a healthy discussion today. All right. What's all right? I dropped it in that chat, sir. What up, Kal-El? We got Leon in here. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Let's see. All right. Everybody want links. All right. Hold on. See, I got to get the homies in here. Thank y'all for rocking out with the kid. All right. All right. We got Fatal J in the building.
What's up?
Hold up. Repeat that. I couldn't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, now this I don't want nobody to ever think I'm a hater. I'm Zod. No, I fought hard in the movement, bro. I'm a Snyder versus Snyder Cut fan.
I know, bro. Fatal J, you are going to be one of the first people I interview for my book. I guarantee you, bro. Don't worry. Best believe.
I was trying to tell Skywalker. I told him, what was that? That was Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I said I talked to a guy that talked to Zack. Like no smoke, no bull crap, no nothing. This dude literally got off the phone with him and told me the information. And I just didn't want nobody's expectations to get too high because I knew for a fact that Zack wasn't going to be there. Like he literally told my dude, he said, I'm not going to be at SDCC this year. And when I seen everybody getting hyped up and going crazy, I was like, dang, everybody feels to be disappointed in a mother freaker. You know what I'm saying? But it's still hope out there because him being on a Warner Brother, even if it's a cartoon, That's a good look.
He's playing himself. I mean, how much better could that be for real?
That's a good look.
If he can make fun of it, it means he's got a good relationship with WBD right now.
It's kind of like what they did with that Harley Quinn. Remember with the Harley Quinn released the Snyder Cut?
Remember that came out right before. And you remember when Jody's Corner made that video about how the Snyderverse was dead off that cartoon?
Yeah, because remember Jody thought that was a diss. But that was Warner confirming that the Snyder Cut was coming, bro.
That's right. Straight up.
Yeah, man. Look, see, and here's where I was coming at it from, right? I didn't feel like Zack necessarily had to be there, right? I'm more disappointed with the non-Henry Cavill thing, right? But I think that after watching what happened and watching how they brought The Rock out and all that, I feel like that really would have ended up upstaging everything that they had going on today, and
it would have upstaged. See, it would have upstaged it, bro. Think about this: if Zack came out on that stage with Henry Cavill, will we be talking about Black Adam and Shazam?
No.
The Rock might as well not have showed up if Zack and Henry Cavill came out, because The Rock would have been completely without any type of fire. Nobody would have cared. And honestly, that Shazam trailer was weak sauce, bro. So but even that had Snyder Cut stuff in it. So,
but Zara, watch this. This the cool thing about it. I thought the Shazam looked better than the Black Adam. This Black Adam trailers, these two trailers didn't win me over, bro.
No. Again, Snyder Queen, she did a cut of the Black Adam trailer that was straight up fire and was a lot better than the official stuff that they've put up. I don't know what they think they're doing with this Black Adam, but there's really no hype for it, bro. It's just
bro. I mean, to think about, because me and Skywalker were talking about this in the chat. They was talking about Rock being Black Adam ever since the early 2000s. I was thinking, okay, if he finally got the role and this movie is made, we about to see an epic, dope movie, kind of like on the level of Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman. This trailer here is weak, man. It's not winning me over. I mean, it's all the generic stuff we already seen in a superhero movie. The flying in the air, the powers, you fight the bad guys in armor. That's all stuff we've seen before. To be honest, it kind of looked like the first Avengers movies when the enemies riding on those motorcycles. They're flying in the air. It looked like stuff like that, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, I think that, it really became clear to me when I saw his entrance. I was like, oh my God, like this dude is floating in midair, right? And he got the smoke, the electricity, and all that. That's clearly where they wanted their focus to be. But I think it's clear that they are giving us little hints, right, that this stuff is coming, but we're in this weird period where they have to get these other movies out, and how do you do that without overshadowing that and still keeping us happy, right? So they give you things like a Zack Snyder in a Teen Titans show. You get the Snyder Cut references in the Shazam trailer, right? And then even more so now, you have The Rock saying, "Oh well, it depends on who's going to play Superman," right? But I think it's going to be one of those cases where we end up seeing the post-credits scene leak before this movie comes out, and then it's going to confirm that Henry Cavill was in it, and then they're going to use that.
Skywalker, I will say this too. I will say the same thing, because my mind is going back to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Absolutely.
Remember, they kept asking Andrew Garfield, is he going to be in this movie? And he flat out said on camera, no, I'm not going to be in this movie. So you can't count out, because they do have NDAs. They can't speak on who's going to be in the movie and who's not going to be in the movie. Because think about it. If they reveal that Superman is in the movie, Henry Cavill's in the movie, you just ruined the movie for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what people are not understanding is that the Snyderverse was all over the announcements today. I mean, it was all over the place.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you have to understand if Zack Snyder, and this is what the haters don't understand. If Zack Snyder was done, okay, this Teen Titans thing wouldn't be happening, and they would not be using Snyder cut scenes to promote these other movies.
Not at all, right?
I'm glad.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Fatal.
hey, Skywalker. I'm glad you skipped over that. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh yeah, nah, we good.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Let's
Ain't
keep
nobody,
Oh
let's
my
keep it
God,
moving.
man, for real.
nah,
Yeah,
ain't nobody.
Skywalker just won the award. That's my brother right there.
Yeah,
For that right
ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah,
there.
I didn't even notice who it was until I actually put it up. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Look, at this point, it is super clear that it's coming back. Right? There's all these little breadcrumbs. So, for anybody saying like, "Hey, this is some kind of L for you guys," right? I mean, Zack Snyder has literally signed another contract to work with Warner Brothers. We know that has happened now. He would not be on this show without having done that. So,
and Fatal J, you said it the best when you brought up the Snyder cut cartoon from Harley Quinn, because that was foreshadowing the Snyder cut. I didn't want to cut you off, Skywalker. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to make that point real quick before I forgot, because Fatal J is spot on right about that, because whenever you have something like that, and then this is Zack himself gonna voice himself in a Warner Brothers cartoon. That's big. That's big. That's huge. Because Warner Brothers wasn't talking with Zack no way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Now this changed everything, because I was talking to Skywalker in the chat, and I was thinking, okay, we might not get Snyder Cut for a while, even though I feel like it's coming. But after seeing this on Teen Titan, them having Zack on that show, it's just like Skywalker said, it's a new relationship that's forming, man. It's something that don't happen to where they back on good terms with Zack, bro. Because why all of a sudden this is the spotlight, the cartoon is spotlighted on Zack out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
See, this wasn't what we were looking for, but this is still dope news. And I don't want nobody to go by what Jim Lee said either, because you got to remember, months before the Snyder Cut got announced, what did Jim Lee say about the Snyder Cut? He said, I haven't heard anything. You guys need to focus on other DC properties. At the same time he's saying this, he knew the Snyder Cut was going to come out. So you can't go by Jim Lee. You can't go by Jim Lee.
Not at all, right? Y'all chill on Sharon Peters, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, Sharon Peters is dope. Y'all don't
Sharon's
know.
Cool.
You need to make Sharon Peters a mod. Just a suggestion, Skywalker.
You know what? I will. I'll give Sharon some mod armor in just a little bit. Give me a second. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, look, yeah, most definitely, he's working with Warner Brothers.
Working with Warner Brothers.
You cannot dance around that fact. However you really want to try, right? Because he even said, look, the last time he spoke on Warner Brothers, he was saying that they were anti-Zack staunchly. He was like, yo, they're super anti-Zack, right? He had all this fighting going on, where they were fighting over the worldwide simultaneous release for the Snyder Cut and all that. And it made him emotional. You could actually see it, right? So with all that being said, but for us to be here from where we were, 1-2 years ago, right? I mean, it's a drastic difference.
Bro, I just think Zaslav, like Seal said, it's just the baby steps to what we want to get, man. We just got to be a little patient, bro, but it's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming. It's coming. It's most definitely coming.
I would say that the people that are against us are more impatient than we are. Wouldn't you agree? I think that they're the ones with the patience problem because everything that comes out, it's an L for us, right? It's an L. So we're looking at this from the perspective of all the positives and all the great things that we're seeing.
Yeah.
From the standpoint of, Zack working with Warner Brothers Discovery and the Zack Snyder's Justice League material being sprinkled all over. And I saw a report today from San Diego Comic-Con that was saying they were selling an awful lot of Zack Snyder's Justice League merchandise at the Comic-Con today.
Wow.
So again, this is what I'm talking about. If Zack wasn't back in business with them, we wouldn't have any of this. And honestly, this is exactly what the kind of stuff we were getting leading up to the Snyder Cut being released. Even more so now because we know that they have a good relationship again.
But I'm trying to get my Jeffrey Warfield going on.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to connect what Zack meant with that Tom and Jerry now with the Teen Titans. Was he just
basically was teasing animation? I think
it was
animation.
Yeah.
I think it was teasing animation now.
And maybe there'll even be a joke. Maybe there'll even be a joke about Tom and Jerry in the animation.
And look, and look, I'm about to keep it a buck. All right. This is what I think, this is what I feel has been going on, because this is the second time something like this has happened, right? I think that because even the upfront, right before that, we had that day 18 post, right? I think Zack is hinting at us to keep the Warner Brothers kind of DC hype going, because he knows that he's going to be coming back, right? And he wants us to kind of get ingratiated back with being hyped for this DC stuff going on, right? Because this is the second time in a row where we've had something coming up DC related, right? Or just Warner Brothers in general, right? Where he's kind of almost helped promote it, right? So I feel like this might be a situation like that, and it's all going to culminate probably with Fandom in the one big thing where they can actually give him the proper time to come out and talk to the fandom and really give a full slate of probably what's going to be going on. So I'm just kind of thinking now that it's him hinting that, hey, it's okay to be hyped for some of this Warner Brothers stuff, because this is the second time that this has happened.
You're exactly right, bro. But you hit the nail on the head too, Skywalker. We're connecting the dots with the Tom and Jerry joint, and this right here, he was telling us he supposed to be in Warner Brothers animation. See, I love these clues, man. It seems like Zack is the king of marketing, bro. He's just giving us these little trails and these little pieces. It's almost like when you watch TV and the detective got that big old board and you cross that line with this line and cross that picture with that picture. It's going to make a big picture eventually.
Yeah.
What it do?
What's going on? What's going on,
man?
Chilling, man. Zah, Fatal, Sky, panel lit. Man, all right, y'all lifted my spirits with this whole situation, because a brother been over here like, God dang, bro, what happened?
Yeah, Leon, never lose hope. Not when we got these not when we got all these nuggets of greatness that were released today, man.
For sure. I'll tell you this too. I think that we kind of overestimated what Zack was trying to say. It could have been a joke, etc. The thing with the animation with Teen Titans, that's dope as hell, and that's a clear sign he's having conversations with people in Warner Brothers. So that's dope. That wasn't even a thing that was supposed to be happening, Zack Snyder. What I'm pissed off about is them baiting us about Henry Cavill. I think all of us.
The cold thing about it, everybody got their news from that clickbait site.
Yeah, exactly.
The discussion, they always come out with the clickbait articles, and for some odd reason, everybody fall for it, bro.
Because they picked it up, and then all the main trades started to pick it up on some of them would have question marks, but they all kind of had this energy like they were trying to pretend like they had inside information, like stay tuned, guys.
Yep.
Everybody was like, okay, cool. So everybody pretty much figured Henry Cavill was a lock. The thing with Zack was kind of the cherry on top that we were kind of hoping was there. You know what I mean? So that Henry shit, man, I'm a little annoyed by that, because they could have flat out been like, they could have said something, but they knew. People that roll with the Rock's team, they knew.
But at the end of the day, why say something? Like, why say that it's not going to happen when it's clearly going to bring more eyes onto what you're about to do? And then he uses this opportunity to even take another. See, because also those questions are all screened too. So he knew that he was going to get asked that damn Superman question, and he had that answer prepared, right? Like, hey, it all depends on who is going to play him, when he knows damn well who's going to play Superman, yo. Like, he knows damn well who is going to play Superman. And so I feel like it's just at this stage where we don't have a DC Czar yet, and they're still just kind of teasing. And I'm really almost positive they're just going to end up leaking that post-credit scene right before the movie comes out, just like from some of these other big comic book movies have done recently.
Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, bro. But remember, The Rock said in that post, The Rock says, remember he said it. remember he
know
said
your
in
damn
that
role,
post,
Fatal J. Know your role.
Remember in that post he was alluding to that Henry Cavill was gonna be in the movie. I think he got checked by Warner Brothers. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So now he got checked. So now with this right here, he's saying whoever plays Superman. He went back to that whoever plays Superman crap now. But I'm like you, Sky. I think he gonna be in the cameo, bro.
I think you're on, man. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yo, and we've seen that with a few movies recently, right? Didn't the post credit for Venom 2 leak early? The post credit for Morbius leaked early, right? There's been several movies where these post credit scenes have been leaking to try to drum up some more hype. And
I don't want it to though, bro, because I'm gonna go see this Black Adam off the strength of Henry Cavill might be in it, and if he is, bro, that's gonna be the biggest payoff ever to see him in Black Adam, bro. So I don't want it leaked, man, because that's gonna ruin it for me, man. And usually I don't care about leaks. I watch the leaks, but not this one, man.
That'd be dope, man. Seeing him square off against Black Adam in the black Superman suit. Wouldn't that be dope? You see them stand there, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that'd be dope, bro.
That'd be super dope. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're gonna get. Hold up. Integrity wants me to read this comment. It says, how do you get uninterested Snyder fans to watch a DC event? How does Snyder show Zaslav the influence he has? Does a headliner go on stage first or last? Do opening acts serve a purpose? Look, this is absolutely right. I feel like this was also a flex. Like, yo, look at how, look, Henry Cavill and all the talk of whether he or Zack was going to show up, it's always the biggest thing that really overtakes all of these events, right? It's the same thing that happened with the upfront, right? And it just happened once again with Comic-Con, where at the end of the day, we are talking about Zack Snyder and his projects, more than anything that they've shown. So, but I would say that this time we got more overt references to the Snyderverse coming back.
Bro, even though this is a cartoon that I don't never watch and don't care about, this is a win, bro. That people not realizing. This is a big win because before this, we thought the Warner and Zack Snyder relationship was still strained. Now this is proof that they still want to work with Zack Snyder. This is huge news right here.
Yeah.
It didn't come in the form that we thought. We thought we were gonna see Henry Cavill with a red cape on his back walking out of this San Diego, but it didn't work out like that. But we still got to win, bro. This is a win.
Yep. Yeah, like go ahead, Leon.
My fault. I was gonna say, yeah, you right. I clipped together them tweets. It was from Zack marketing Teen Titans and Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, tweeting out his trailer, right? And if you look at the numbers, they're very comparable. We're talking about a damn cartoon on Cartoon Network versus big budget blockbuster The Rock trailer.
Yeah,
look at the impressions on both of them, yo. It's crazy. The likes are damn near matching. The retweets are. How are these two things comparable?
A picture from a fucking animation.
A picture. It shouldn't even be competing with The Rock right now. But the mere fact that they're almost matched tells you a lot.
Zack is showing Zaslav the power he has just by announcing that he's doing anything with WB is going to show Zaslav, hey, you need to restore this Snyderverse because guess what? I'm doing comparable numbers with The Rock, and all I'm doing is my voice in a cartoon. That's crazy.
Chuck this in there too. If one of y'all can or want to, I bet you if you go to any other Teen Titans cartoon
come on, man,
official junk, it ain't gonna be anywhere near either of their numbers. You feel me? It's all Zack.
This is gonna be the biggest bump Teen Titans has ever seen.
Yeah, and for anybody saying like it's just or like it's just Twitter, like but it's a metric that we use, right? So if it was the same case with a Marvel project, it's just a tool to be used, right? So we can only measure these things with what we have to actually measure them. So if that picture is getting way more engagement on Twitter, that is something that can't be really denied, I feel like.
And Zod made a good point. I ain't mean to cut you off, but Zod made a good point. I could see Teen Titans, the executives or producers, be like, hey man, our numbers are slumping. What can we do, Warners? Well, let's just draw Zack in there and show his movies. And bro, everybody gonna be watching that joint. I don't even watch Teen Titans. I don't watch that kiddie stuff, but guarantee I'm gonna probably be watching that episode, man.
I'm guaranteed.
Just to see what they do.
I'm recording it.
Just like everybody watched that damn episode of Harley Quinn that had the Restore the Snyderverse guy in it.
You took one of my points. I was just about to say. Scott, you absolutely right. Like at the end of the day, dang, I lost my first point, but that second point, I was definitely about to say, I bet you the highest rated or highest viewed episode of Harley Quinn gotta be that episode, just for that lame ass little diss they tried to do on us. We turned that shit against them. We didn't take it as a diss. We were like, hold on. Y'all trying to make us mainstream? Let's get it.
Bro, I still got the shirt.
Me too.
They put
Me too. The original blue and yellow.
That blue yellow shirt is the greatest shirt that I got. I love that shirt so much.
That's dope. I remember all them damn shirts, man. And that one, I was like, yeah, we got to get that.
I even got the other shirt that the other dude was wearing. The Last Jedi is not canon.
They made that one too.
I got that shirt too. Yeah.
Wow, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
Hey, see, so just overall, I think that everybody is kind of on the same page. We were a little disappointed, but at the same time, we can all see what's really on the horizon, man. So I wouldn't be getting all mad and putting discouraged people because a lot of great news still came out of this panel and just the day in general. They didn't have to include anything from Zack's cut in that Tam Shazam trailer. So that's another example, right, of there being
It just
um
dawned on me. It just dawned on me, Skywalker, Fatal, and Leon. It just dawned on me right now that that's the reason why there was no footage of Superman in that Shazam trailer.
I didn't think
It
about
just
that,
dawned
bro.
on me. He talked about, because remember in the beginning of the trailer, he talked about the Flash,
Aquaman and
Aquaman, and
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
Why was there no mention of Superman?
Or
Yeah,
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
right.
It got to be something with that too, Zod.
And you know that was always their go-to girl, Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
to save them.
And again, what's the Trinity? Batman, Superman,
Superman
and
and
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman, yeah. And you
Yeah.
know what? He was comparing himself to the Justice League in that trailer. I only saw it that one time. I didn't really go back, but from what it looked like, he was comparing himself. So why wouldn't he compare himself to the guy, Superman?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
remember, Superman showed up at the end of his first movie,
Right.
albeit without a head. He showed
That
up,
too.
though.
You're right.
but Zod, you don't hit something, bro, because it's something going on with Warner and Superman. I never did watch the show, but I did watch that clip. Peacemaker. It was something with that Superman they couldn't show. And then with this new trailer right here, is some they showed Ben Affleck Batman, but they didn't show Henry Cavill
And
Superman.
people should be excited for that. They straight up showed Ben Affleck's Batman. They
Yeah.
didn't silhouette it out. They literally showed Ben Affleck as Batman front and center.
Yeah. It's something with that. You know what? It could he could show up in Shazam.
because look, yo,
He could
not
show
only
up in
just that,
Shazam.
right? But I feel like, Superman is your biggest gun right now, right? Zaslav has already said that he wants Superman to be the focal point of everything going forward. So why wouldn't you kind of wait until you can present him in that proper light that you're really looking to do so in, right? So I think that when we do get these announcements, it will be part of like a full slate, and it will be more of a focused thing. Because I also can admit now in hindsight that just doing this at the end of a panel and as like a one more thing, it really wouldn't have done it justice.
I don't know. I get what you're saying, but like I'm gonna say two things on that, right? So I think there's a lot of, because Fatal was kind of saying it a little bit. I don't even know if you realize it, but I think there's a lot of contract negotiations going on behind the scenes, because a lot of people probably think that their bar has gone up. They kind of mentioned this on Sales Channel too. I think like Gal Gadot, she might be thinking, hey, my resume's changed. We already know Henry Cavill, he behind the scenes trying to, get his paper up. So there's probably a lot of that going on. And
Yeah.
the emphasis on that became more apparent because where's Wonder Woman? That was literally their go-to girl when it came to the narrative of what was the thing that was the most successful thing and blah blah blah. Always Wonder Woman, right?
Bro, you hit the nail on the head, bro. You hit the nail on the head. Think about this. Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot, we just talking about them. When they first started, when Henry Cavill did Man of Steel, didn't nobody know who he was. Now Henry Cavill is killing in all these movies. Gal Gadot, she killing in all these movies. So they're going to have to get that pay up. But this is the thing. Warner want to make cheap movies now. And they want to get young actors. They don't have to pay that much. So now they probably stuck in what they call it, a bidding war or whatever.
Yeah.
They waiting on
probably.
those contracts. Yeah.
I think in my opinion, they might be overpricing themselves too.
Hold on. See, look, and this is something that I want to touch on. And I agree, integrity. This thing might already be done. Like they might already have the actual bones of what is going to happen, but we still don't even have a DC czar yet, right? If you really think about it, business wise, right? Whoever the DC czar is, they're gonna want to make that announcement or at least be in place because that's going to be a show of good faith and a sign to the fans that whoever this new leader is actually going to be moving things in the right direction, right? So in reality, making these types of proclamations before you have that DC czar in place, it's kind of wasting one of your biggest bullets that they could have as a incoming executive. How do you guys feel about that?
That's most likely true.
I like to add to this. Remember last year DC fandom? DC fandom took a huge L because what was everybody asking about? Zack Snyder, Zack Snyder, Zack Snyder, Zack Snyder. This right here, we got a little piece of something that we walked away with. They got their eye on this. They peeping this out right now. That is trending to Zack Snyder.
So this was the appetizer, Fatal J.
That's what it could be, bro. It could be the appetizer. It could see. Let's throw this out here and let's see how the crowd responds.
Right. Let's see how the crowd reacts to this cartoon of just Zack's image, of just Zack, his voice.
Or
now y'all know
Zack
we gonna have
Snyder.
to come together and blow that episode up.
Blow that episode up.
We're gonna have to blow it up now. You know?
Wow.
Watch it 2 times, 3 times.
I already made the screenshot my Twitter wallpaper, y'all. I'm like, hey, listen.
We got to blow that episode up.
This could be an opportunity to raise the numbers more. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at our fandom, every time there's an opportunity to blow some up, what did Integrity say? When you go to a Black Sabbath concert, do they come on first and steal the thunder of the opening acts? Or does it make more sense to let the opening act, my bad, have their time and do what they are? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. I look at it like this. I still think it's kind of what you're saying, Sky, and it's kind of what Fatal and Zod are saying, right? Where they're saving it, right? But I also think that they have the bare bones of it. But I think it's because of contract negotiations. You feel me?
Yeah.
I do think it's that. I think that if there was something, if that ink wasn't still wet and everything was signed and sealed, I think they would have teased us with something because they know how our fandom works. They know teasing us with something that's official would have made us send us into a whirlwind, and that shit could have carried for years because that's just how we work. You feel me? So I think they're still working out contracts somewhere. That's what I think is the holdup. But I do think that they're also working on, all right, if we can get this shit done, here's the plan. I think it's kind of both, in my opinion.
But you gotta check this out too, bro. They still gonna have to plan it out because Amber Heard is out the door. Ezra Miller, they did not promote the Flash movie. Did you guys notice that? They didn't promote this movie, and that movie got trailers in the can. The trailers are done, so they got to figure out what they're gonna do with Ezra Miller too.
The Shazam trailer, though, that actually kind of took me off guard.
Yeah, it did, but you notice it didn't really show his face though. It just showed.
I was about to say,
true.
They got away with that. They pretty much showed everybody that they know they can show that they have a movie in the pipeline or are in good graces with the company or whatever.
Right, that's why they were able to show that front and center shot of Batfleck because they know they got a
because he in Flashpoint.
He's in Flashpoint,
right? And
right.
Ben and them, they mended enough fences to where exactly he's in Flash. They show Aquaman. They show him front and back. Who else they showed?
But y'all got to remember this too, though. Did y'all remember that dude that got in trouble? His name was Crypto Dad. I'll never forget it. I got it saved in my phone.
Who that?
Remember? He was the first dude on the internet that showed that brand new Flash suit. And everybody was asking him, how did you get that picture? He said, I was on set and I was so happy to see Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck back together. You remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That dude confirmed that Henry Cavill was in Flashpoint, but then remember, he deleted his whole thing. He got in trouble.
Yeah, damn, they went after him. Yeah. So you know what? There's probably so much shit going on behind the scenes with contracts and people and PR stuff that they got to take care of because y'all talking about the PR end of it as well with Heard, with Miller, Yeah, man, it's a big mess, and I think what they're doing, because who mentioned it? I think his name is Uche.
Uche, that's my boy.
Uche, yeah, I think he
straight
kind of
up
mentioned it.
Uche.
He said they're pretty much having to, do what they got to do, and so is Mikey and Sil, that they got to get rid of these Hamadaverse movies, get them out the way before they can do anything else.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all listen to Uche, man. Uche got some good sources, bro.
He
Listen
talks
to
to
Uche.
He talks to Zack Snyder
source.
directly.
I was
He
about to say,
Yeah.
the source. Shit.
Listen to Uche.
Yeah, for sure. The source. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I appreciate that too, because it's people that are in touch with him that don't really hint at anything. Like, you don't have to give us details, but you can warn a brother. No pun intended.
Well, you got a lot of people that got in contact with Zack and don't need to flex. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of those type of people in the fandom too. Because now it used to have to go through one plug to get to Zack, or two plugs, but now a lot of people got contact with Zack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Man, you know what, Skywalker? I just gotta say this because this is pretty funny to me, man. You got some betas that the same beta that keeps stinking up the chat over and over again with all his 10 million accounts. I just can't believe some people got this kind of time on their hands. It's ridiculous to me, bro. Oh man,
it's just hilarious, yo. I'm not sure how many accounts one could possibly have. You know what I'm saying? It's just like playing whack-a-mole.
I love it because it's like you, me, Fatal. We all just got one account. We got who we are. That's it. I don't know why you need alt accounts. Just be you, bro. Like what?
Hashtag whack-a-beta.
Right, and it's hashtag whack-a-beta.
I'm gonna put it like this. The clues are there that Henry Cavill is going to be in a future DC movie. But I think whoever dropped that news, a discussion of whoever dropped that news about Henry Cavill showing up, I think they jumped the gun. But I do think and possibly know that Henry Cavill is with DC. It's too many legit people that's been saying it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that crypto dad, he was the most reliable source because, bro, I'm telling you, he dropped the Flash suit with nobody else. Like when I did a video on it and I showed the Flash suit, Warner strike my channel. So this how I knew it was legit, bro. Henry Cavill's gonna be in Flashpoint. So just imagine he might be in Shazam and Black Adam too. It's that article. It's kind of like that article. I want to say it might have been Mikey Sutton where they said Superman was gonna show up in all these different DC movies.
Mad's Mama Bear's on point right there.
Facts, yo.
Facts, yo. Shout out to Mad's Mama Bear. Much love to you.
Shout out to Mads.
Totally. Oh my God.
Most definitely. Yeah, because look, at the end of the day, we got way more breadcrumbs that are letting us know that, you know what I'm saying, we're on the right track. Zack has literally signed another contract with WB. So anybody trying to sit there and try to fucking minimize that and turn it into something like, oh my God, like take the L, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you guys said that Zack was going to come back. Well, Zack is back at Warner Brothers, so I don't even know what the hell we're even talking about, right? Like,
right.
He literally signed another contract.
This Teen Titan thing alone shows you that the Snyderverse is either restored or it's on the cusp of being restored. Because when he's in this cartoon, he's not playing somebody goofy. He's not playing a character. He's playing a version of himself. And he's probably gonna troll on all y'all out there that are spreading all your lies and BS. I can't wait to see what he says in this Teen Titans episode.
And y'all notice right before Zack announced something in the past, it was always a hit piece that came before it. Like they knew he was gonna do this.
Yeah,
they always do that, man.
That's very true. Every time. And,
every time, bro. Every
they had
time.
to have known, you know what I'm saying? Because of course, just because they're gone doesn't mean that the people that they've lost connection completely with Warner Brothers. The snakes are gone, the clowns are gone, but they still got their little spiders and their little leeches.
What they still got Walter Hamada. They still got Walter Hamada.
That too, and he's definitely privy to everything still. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're keeping him completely out of the loop. That's a good point. Even though he has no power, he's still privy to information.
Well, what I love about Hamada, his days are numbered and he know it. You know what I'm saying? His days are numbered.
You're sitting there, you count down the days.
Yeah, where was he at? How come Walter Hamada wasn't at Comic-Con?
Hey, why weren't they talking to Toby Emmerich about his fucking production deal? Right?
Yeah. What about where's the trailer for the first movie from Toby Emmerich's production company? Y'all out there saying, "Oh, Toby Emmerich is still at the company. He's still there." Okay.
Hey, even more. Where were all the rest of them dumbass Hamada Burger movies? Think about it. What did we get? We got Shazam, Black Adam, and that was it, right?
That's it. Because they're not talking about Aquaman because that's Amber Heard. And they ain't talking about Flashpoint because that's Ezra Miller.
Yo,
they don't
look,
Batgirl.
Apparently, Michael Keaton is in Aquaman, right? That they were saying that Michael Keaton might actually be in Aquaman. So that might be another reason why it got pushed back, right? So there's like a few things going on here that are probably
he's trying to get his focus right.
Yeah. I figured that. Skywalker, I wasn't messing with you. That's how I get my focus back on my camera.
I was like, yo, he hit me with the ninja blast, you know what I'm saying?
I was waiting for it to be like, ninja vanish.
Right?
I was waiting.
I was trying to get my focus back, man. My stuff was
I figured that.
I got you.
But what you were saying, Sky?
I have no idea what the hell I was saying.
Hey, Fatal took that shit with his hand. He snatched it. Fatal
get over here.
Whole idea. Get over here.
Your soul is mine.
Right. Your ideas are mine. Straight up.
Yo, look, Integrity got a question for the panel. It says, how many non-Snyder directed DCEU films do you go back and rewatch? Honestly.
None.
Here's how I'm going to answer that question. How many non-Snyder directed DCEU movies made any fucking money? How about that?
I still, to this day, even though it was a good one, I still don't know this day how Aquaman hit $1 billion, though.
Oh, they talked about it. Syl and them talked about it, ironically, literally in that panel. And I agree, which is the consensus was always that Jason Momoa, when he was hyping up the Snyder Cut, right? Hyping up Zack.
Sure was.
And the director. Remember, he said in an interview, he said in like a couple of interviews, he was like, he went to Zack and he said, I got Zack and Deborah Snyder's blessings. Those are his exact words. Yep, the word blessing was used. And the whole fandom hyped that shit up. There was some that wanted to boycott, but the whole fandom was like, we here, we in, including me.
I remember that the fandom did hype up Aquaman. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Because James Wan, you know, Zack was one of the reasons why he signed on to even do Aquaman in the first place. That's why all those directors signed on. That's why Rick Famuyiwa signed on to do that Flash movie. You know, he kind of saw what was happening and he dipped out early. He was like, oh, like this is turning into something like way different, and like, you know, he bounced. But I think that, you know, James Wan kind of being pro Snyder, Jason being pro Snyder, it definitely helped. But I would say the only non-Snyder directed one that I've even watched casually, I mean, I would say, you know, Wonder Woman, and, you know, maybe Aquaman, but, you know, I will say I own it on 4K and I haven't watched it since the first time I watched it right after I bought it. So
Aquaman
that way. Yeah. Aquaman.
I can rewatch Aquaman. I can rewatch Wonder Woman. That wasn't Zack, but that was Zack influence. And Wonder Woman was dope, but that Wonder Woman 2 wasn't Zack influence. You can tell. It was not Zack influence.
I think if we're talking non-Zack, because I think Wonder Woman I know there's some people that try to make it seem like, they try to minimize his input on it, man. Zack Snyder's input was very much all over Wonder Woman, right? So
Yes, it was.
if I'm gonna be fair, I'm not gonna include that. The
But
non-Zack. Go ahead.
Wonder Woman count though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll include Wonder Woman in because that's
count
really the
Wonder
only
Woman.
one that I'll rewatch. Other than Wonder Woman, like I watched Aquaman with my lady, and we didn't really finish it because she wasn't really feeling it.
Now, Birds of Prey, I can't believe I watched that. The Birds of Prey.
I had a hard
as far
time.
as
I had a
rewatching,
hard
I
time
haven't
getting
rewatched
through.
Birds of Prey
I
at
had a
all.
hard time getting through Birds of Prey the first time. I'll never.
Bro, I would never watch the. That's one of the worst DCEU movies, bro.
Yo, I saw that movie once at the theater, and I never watched it again. Like I have no interest in watching that movie ever again.
What would have helped it would have been if they would have just kind of told people like, hey, Harley Quinn, this is kind of from her perspective, so she's able to take out 6'7", 240-pound motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have told the audience that it was from her perspective, I would have been like, okay, I
man, look,
going with it. It was really weird.
No, that movie messed up. Margot, she really messed up with cutting the Joker out of her storyline.
I agree.
We want Harley Quinn with the Joker. She is not Leto. She is not bigger than that character, right? And I feel like since we didn't get the air cut at that point, right? She was kind of able to push Jared out, right? Because he was barely in that damn movie. And so, a lot of people had a somewhat negative reaction because we didn't really get to see what he did with that character. And so, but I do feel like now that the popularity of her character has been #waning, right? Especially after this damn Suicide Squad movie. I feel like now after the air cut comes out, she might be kind of forced back into like, hey man, like your best is when you're with Jared Leto's Joker. Like,
and Margot Robbie might can't hold the movie on her own, bro. I got that strange feeling because all the movies that I seen her in, I always had dope leads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the movies I seen, like the movie she was in, Wolf of Wall Street. That was Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It'll be cool. What'd you say, bro?
I said, I'm not leaving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'd be cool to see what happens with her with Barbie, to see the numbers. But yeah, you got a good point, man. I think Mikey, he was telling us that her and Jared don't really, like, she don't rock with Jared behind the scenes like that.
I believe it.
I think Mikey said, I don't want to misquote him, but
you want to know how I believe it? I'm gonna tell you how I believe it. Jared Leto is a strange mother freaker.
He is, bro, and people don't want to say that, but he is, bro.
Strange, bro.
He is, bro.
Bro, you might be talking to him, and all of a sudden he put the Jesus thorns on his head and start bleeding. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, dude, where did this come from?
Where did this come from, dude?
Because Jared Leto, a funny story about him. Before the beer virus hit, y'all know what the beer virus is, right? I ain't gonna say it on the stream because it'll get you probably demonetized. But before that hit, he was in the forest. He was in a desert, and he spent a whole week in the desert without no phone, TV, civilization, or nothing. When he came back, he said he came back to chaos because the week he went in, it was pre-beer virus, and then when he came back, it was post-beer virus. But I'm trying to figure out the whole time, freaking, what is you doing in the forest by yourself without no technology or nothing?
He was talking to the chipmunks, man, and playing with the birds and all that. He has like a symbiotic relationship with nature, y'all. That's what that's all about.
He is an avid bird watcher.
Because I think Zack said, when we saw them pictures before the Snyder cut of him dressing up like Jesus, Zack said that was Jared Leto's idea. That wasn't his idea.
Damn.
Look.
I rebuke
it. He was out there trying to get his little reset. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do agree that she might have, not really enjoyed working with him. But I feel like if the movie would have been more well received, she probably would have felt differently about working with him in the future. I almost liken it to that whole Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy thing, right? Where they were filming Mad Max and they really was just not.
They was clashing on set
right?
the whole time.
Oh, really? See, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, they were clashing the whole time. But if you really listen to them, they, just think about it from their perspective. They're out in this hot desert, right?
Yeah.
George Miller is shooting all this stuff. It looks crazy. They probably sitting there thinking like, yo, there's no way that this movie is gonna come out and be like what it actually ended up being, right?
It was dope.
Like, no.
Yeah. No,
that was a dope movie.
Did y'all see that in theaters?
Yeah,
that was one of the best theater experiences I've ever had, bro.
I was in the theater with my lady with that. I was in the theater with my lady with that one, and we was looking at each other like, what the hell is we watching?
I went with my dog Ben, man.
Bro, y'all made
like
me want to watch that joint after the stream. I think I'm gonna watch it.
I got it on 4K. That movie. Every single time that I watch it, it's always better than I remember it being. You know what I'm saying?
Have you watched the Black and Chrome edition?
No, I don't have that.
I've been trying to get that on Steelbook. I'm trying to look for that on Steelbook. Bro,
I thought Tom Holland wasn't gonna be able to pull off Mad Max because Mel Gibson.
Tom Hardy.
But I mean Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy did a great job playing Mad Max.
He sure did.
I knew he was gonna do it, bro. Like to me, like that, he's he's kind of underrated, man. Like I ain't know how many people hate on that dude, but that dude he legit, man. And every movie, you ever seen that show? Is it Christina? Something Cole's The Take. Y'all look that up. It's a 4-episode miniseries with him in it. It's one of the best things you'll ever watch. It's about some gangster mobster shit.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? I better check that out.
Christina Cole's The Take.
Yes,
okay.
I remember
look
that.
up
I
The
watched
Take
it.
And Tom Hardy.
That was dope.
Yeah, bruh. I watched that around the time when Kick-Ass Torrents was still a thing. I don't know if you know about Kick-Ass Torrents.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, come on,
that was like the bootleg man heaven right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I kind of brought up that whole from Tom Hardy and like with Charlize Theron thing. I think that if we would have gotten the actual Joker and Harley relationship that we were supposed to get, and people would have enjoyed that movie a bit more, she wouldn't have really had all that fucking leverage to actually kind of push him out, because that's exactly what she did. She was one of the main characters in the Suicide Squad movie. I mean, the first one, and he was like her side character when it was really supposed to be much more of a balance between those two. And we ended up not getting that. So,
but you got to think too, because when it comes to Margot, she still had Will Smith too, good acting skills that was over her too. I just think some actors are good supporting actors, but they're not good lead actors.
Yep.
Yeah, they can't carry.
Yeah, so I feel like once that fucking haircut fucking comes out, like, that might be her only road back to Harley Quinn, right? Is she even gonna get any more projects, right? Because
no, Zaslav's not gonna give her any more money to projects.
Hey, we laughing, but that shit is so true. Zaslav, that man looking at that purse and he's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna have to keep that thing locked.
Yeah, because Suicide Squad flopped, right?
Yes, sir.
It lost well over $100 million.
I saw the Suicide Squad Blu-ray in the bargain bin for $4 at Walmart the other day. No joke.
I went out it.
They have a little bargain bin where it say 4 for $4, like McDonald's and Wendy's, and Suicide Squad was in there.
Marvel films leading up to Avengers Endgame boost the box office of Avengers? Is DC in that same situation? Does Justice League equal DC's Avengers? How does DC put themselves in a better position to find priorities? You know
That's
what I'm saying?
easy. That's
Yeah.
easy. Zack
Yeah.
Snyder, Zack Snyder had the dopest plan ever. And I don't know if they were trying to catch up with Marvel or be equals with Marvel or what. But that five movie arc, to me, that was genius, bro. To
Yeah.
start off with Superman. Then the second movie is Superman and Batman. The third movie and fourth and fifth movies is Justice League movies. Bro, that's genius to catch up.
Yep.
Yeah. And then just have all these other projects just kind of weaving in and out where they're
Yeah.
doing their whole thing. Like it never had to be this, like, but look, the MCU is still running, right? We would have been done with Zack's story by now. So I feel like it, you know, it did not have to be the exact same thing that Marvel was doing. Zack really was onto something by taking a different route, and it is much more of like a linear way of storytelling where it's just, you know, one movie after the other.
Well, yeah.
Can y'all think like this real quick though? Can y'all think like this? They've been attacking this man ever since Man of Steel and BVS. Like when I walked out the theaters of BVS, I couldn't believe it was critics out there saying this was the worst movie ever, bro. I was when I was in the movie theater and saw Ben Affleck just going in on everybody in that Batmobile, bro. I'm sitting there stunned. And I'm gonna put it like this too. I even go better than that in BVS. Remember when they first showed Batman in that warehouse?
Oh yeah.
And remember, it was all dark in there, and then the cops put their light on Ben Affleck, and he crawled through there like a demon.
Yeah.
Bro, that was like the dopest. Bro, that was the dopest thing I ever seen with Batman, bro.
Because
that was the dopest thing.
Even when you compare that to the Dark Knight trilogy, they emphasized talking about fear, but I don't really think I ever was really scared of that Batman at all.
When
Affleck looked scary.
When Ben Affleck Batman crawled like a demon in on the ceiling, that's how people.
He almost shot his partner.
Yeah, that's how people supposed to view Batman. You supposed to be scared to death, and Zack Snyder nailed it, bro. And I'm like, there's people out there think this movie sucks.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was very strange for me. Like I said, I was at the biggest theater in Southern California. It fits like 1,000 people, huge IMAX screen. They had the damn Batmobile there and all that, the suits, the whole nine. And it got a standing ovation at the end. There was huge pops throughout the entire movie. And the biggest of all being that scene where Wonder Woman saved Batman's life. And that's still, to this day, the loudest reaction I've heard in any theater, period. So for me to have that, like, that awesome of a theater experience and then to literally walk out and then see that everybody was trashing it and calling it the worst movie ever, it was quite jarring, like, you know. And I even asked a bunch of the ushers there. I was like, yo, what's been the reaction? And it was like, yo, everybody's loving it. It's getting standing ovations at the end of each showing. But, you know, if you looked online, it would seem as if nobody liked it. But with that, we got another member of the cool table popping up. You know what I'm saying? That I got to add to the stream. My boy Necron. You know what I'm saying? Much love and appreciation.
What's up, everyone?
What it do?
Absolutely, absolutely. Necron, what's up, man? What's your thoughts on San Diego Comic-Con today, and how are you feeling overall?
Man, at first it was disappointing. I got caught up in the hype train with Cavill. I thought Zack Snyder would be icing on the cake, but it wasn't like I was totally sold on that. But Cavill, the hype got me. But then when, you know, I got some barbecue with my wife, like I was saying earlier, calmed down, looked at everything. Bridges are being established back to Zack. That's how I'm seeing it. We know we want it bad. And we're anticipating, but the company has to be professional. Zack obviously had awful experience with the prior management. These guys are building small bridges back. And I'm thinking now that announcement with the Teen Titans cartoon, that's kind of big.
Yeah.
That is kind of big.
Bro,
It's,
we walked away at DC fandom last year with nothing.
Mm.
At least with this, we got something.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's an official company thing from WBDD. I already said WBD,
Word.
WB double D. I wish.
Yeah.
Man, but it's I'm getting off track. Don't let me. It's an official thing, man. That's good. And then earlier, the little Shazam with the official Zack Snyder Justice League images in the movie from the film, that's all small bricks being laid back to the Snyderverse in my eyes.
Necron, did you see the numbers, the comparable numbers between The Rock, him releasing that trailer, and Zack Snyder putting out a fucking picture of a cartoon? Did you see the comparable numbers to that on
No,
Twitter?
I mean,
Damn near
haven't
identical.
really been. They're identical.
Damn near. Zack Snyder did similar numbers to an official movie trailer by just dropping a picture. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying about it being big, it is big, whether meant to be or not.
You know, and I know what some people are going to try to say is Zack trolled y'all. He trolled y'all. No, I think Zack sent a subtle message to the WBD saying, look what this little thing can generate. This little tweet I did, and look what it did. It got all this people getting hyped up for the Snyderverse, Superman, everything. He's letting them know this is fire. You want to catch it, put it out. And we're just waiting. The Armada's still waiting. The launch is this slightly delayed, man. Don't get your hopes down, everyone. Don't let the betas, because they're gonna be out running their mouths.
Oh yeah, they already are in full effect, and it's hilarious. It is so funny because do we look okay? Obviously, we were a little bit disappointed because we were hyped for Cavill, but do we look like we're sad, like we walked away with nothing? No, we're optimistic for what we got, and because we know that once again Zack is flexing Zack.
Yes.
Zack is marketing Zack to Warner Brothers Discovery now just by doing this. And I think somebody said in the chat, and I thought it was very, very awesome. Somebody said that the Teen Titans is going to get another 3 seasons just based off of this Zack Snyder episode alone.
Yeah.
Bro, the Snyder heads is gonna blow that episode up, bro.
Do you know how many DVRs are going to record that episode? It's going to be nuts, man.
Guaranteed to be in the top 5 of most watched.
There are definitely like a lot of breadcrumbs that are being put out right now. And so what's funny is for the detractors is that they want to sit there and they want to talk about L's because Cavill isn't back officially or anything of that nature, but yet they refuse to acknowledge that, like, hey, Warner Brothers was never going to work with Zack ever again. His last contractual film that he had on with his name on it is The Flash. After that finished shooting, there was no more anything, right? So if he is appearing in something now outside of that, that means they had to have reached a new deal. So, I'm not really seeing how that's NL.
Watch this though. I heard Zod said it. I heard Pele say it. Watch this. We need the haters. Now I know y'all gonna look at me. Y'all gonna look at me crazy when I say that, but we need the haters. Because I heard Zod say it on your stream the other day. If it wasn't for the haters, we wouldn't have this much promotion. If it wasn't for that hit piece, we wouldn't have promotion for the Snyderverse. All they're doing is getting people curious. What is this Snyderverse? What is this Zack Snyder? So as long as they attack,
it's like I said, Fatal J, it's about engagement. It's about
engagement.
engagement.
That's what you said. You said
positive or negative. It's about engagement. So
Engagement.
the haters keep going at us like they're doing something to our feelings. They're hurting our feelings because we're not getting everything we want all at once. But in reality, all they're doing is helping us and showing Warner Brothers that the demand for more Snyderverse is there, and the haters are just killing it. That's all they're doing. It's crazy.
Thanks for the promotion.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Skywalker, I'm gonna say something after you say something.
No, I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, leave it up to them, right? We're all a bunch of, from kids that all live in our mom's basements, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they
But
told
watch
me.
this though.
Go
watch
ahead.
this. Zod and Skywalker. I can remember I was in middle school and I had this dope Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt from wrestling. And I noticed my homeboy, he would come in. He said, man, that shirt is ugly. Why do you keep wearing that shirt? And he just used to rag me all the time. And it made me think this shirt might be whack. But to me, it was the dopest Stone Cold shirt ever. Then a few days go by, this motherfucker show up in school with the same shirt. I said, man, hold on, man. I thought you didn't like the shirt. He said, I was just jealous because I wanted it. And that's just how the Snyder Cut haters are. They're mad. They're jealous, bro.
That and the way we respond to them probably eats them up inside, man. Every time they hate and they latch on to hit pieces and they try to make that shit trend, all it does is galvanize us. All it does is motivate us. All we do is go, what?
And you don't think, and they don't think that WBD is looking at this.
Exactly.
How every single time a hit piece or something comes out from detractors, we respond in kind and make that stuff trend like you wouldn't believe. Like we be having the Snyderverse, we could trend the Snyderverse at the drop of a hat. And you look at I think it was Joker in the chat who posted the numbers currently for the trailer. He says Rock's tweet of his trailer has 17K likes. Zack's pick of Teen Titans has 20K.
See?
So
you see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm you see the
on.
point there? I mean, what's more exciting? Zack being in a cartoon or Shazam?
For real,
Look at him. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all.
Picture is doing trailer numbers. This is crazy. It's crazy.
Quick as Shazam, Black Adam, same person. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh my God! It would have been. Oh my God! Thank you for saying that, Skywalker. My God, bro. You know what? If and here's the thing, could you imagine if they had released a trailer for that Teen Titans episode?
Oh wow! Yeah.
The numbers right now would be 3 times what they are.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's just a picture. That's just a picture beating the trailer. If they would have released a trailer for that cartoon, it would have been a wrap.
Look, Integrity raises a good point, right? He's like, how do you get Snyder fans to tune in and engage today? Right? You have Zack tease something, right? And then you drop a picture with him and some animation, right? And you hint towards, like, literally, right? They hinted about Zack characters in both panels for Shazam and Black Adam, right? They showed stuff in the damn Shazam trailer, and then you have The Rock saying, yeah, I don't know, but it all depends on what Superman on who's playing Superman, right? So which he know damn well is going to be Henry Cavill. So, it's like, just chill, man. Everybody got to relax.
I got that up if you want me to share it too.
Yeah.
What, the Rock thing?
Yeah. When they booed him.
Oh, yeah.
Not on me, man.
Oh.
You see it?
Hold up. No, I don't see it.
You don't see it? Okay. Let me try it back one more time.
But the haters did legitimize the movement.
See if you stop.
Bro, they better have Henry Cavill and Black Adam. I mean, they need him because I'm not watching it otherwise. It's just gonna be another L.
Well, bro, just refreshing my memory, like I was talking to the boys. I'm telling you, I forgot all about this. You remember Crypto Dad said he saw Superman with Ben Affleck on Flashpoint?
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
Do you remember that? And remember, he dropped that Flash armor when nobody else dropped that suit. Even Warner Brothers hadn't dropped it yet. So I still got faith that Henry Cavill gonna show up. I even believe he gonna show up in Shazam too. I got this strange feeling. Let's check out this. I'm gonna play it real quick for everybody. Let's see.
Yep.
Now let me know if y'all hear it.
I guess it probably all depends.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
On who's playing Superman. I will just say that. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that reaction
I
wasn't
guess it
all
probably
that.
all depends
Watch the Rock reaction because he wasn't expecting the fan to born.
on who's playing Superman. I will just say that.
Watch his
Okay.
face. Yep. Yep.
He's like, oh, come on, guys, come on. Yeah, man, like quit playing with us, bro. Like, if it ain't Henry, we ain't watching your shit. And you generate views, Rock. We get it. But if you look at his box office numbers when he's just the lead, he ain't cracking hard like that.
I'm
I ain't trying to
sorry,
hate,
I'm glad.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to hate, bro. But
Sorry, Rob.
I don't know why people
numbers,
compare.
like motherfuckers
Bro,
be
I don't.
thinking.
Yeah, I don't know why they compare The Rock to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone. He can't carry movies on his own, bro.
Nah,
He
not
can't
like
carry.
that, bro.
Every
I
time
like
you
that.
watch these big blockbuster movies with The Rock, he's sharing the screen with 1,000 motherfreakers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Established
Right.
franchises like
Y'all didn't
Fast
like
and
the
Furious,
rundown,
yeah.
man.
Oh, The Rundown's the best Rock movie he's ever done, bro. The Rundown is the best movie he's ever done.
And
And
I
Fast
fuck with
5.
Gridiron Gang too, yo. You know what I'm saying? I really
was
like
his
Gridiron Gang.
That was his best acting. Gridiron
You know
Gang.
what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I'm not.
No, I mean,
It's been quite
talking
a
about
look.
blockbusters like
he's
movies
dope.
doing
I
over.
agree. I agree.
He's dope
Yeah.
as like a he is like, how can I say? Like, you know how Zack is like an event in and of himself, Zack Snyder? Like when he comes, everybody's like, oh my God. The Rock is similar in that effect. And I'm not trying to compare them as two event type of dudes, but I'm just saying, when The Rock comes on the scene, he brings views. I get it. And Fatal J, you said, and I think Zack said, when he comes on to a franchise, he adds numbers. And I think Necron said, I don't know. Sorry about that. Whoever gets the credit. When he came on to the Fast when he comes on to the Fast Furious franchise, they already had a set fan base. He added more with us coming through and returning to the fan base, to that franchise. You feel me?
Yeah, but look, we do have to give him credit in that one aspect. He re-energized the shit out of that Fast and Furious franchise, yo. Fast Five was like, I mean, that whole face off with him and Vin Diesel and how they was teasing that out, right? And that whole fight, that was like some masterful stuff. So that was
That's
the one
true.
franchise.
But Fast and Furious 1 and 2 is some bankers without The Rock, though.
Oh
But let me tell you,
yeah. No,
as far
Fast
as
and Furious messed up with 3. I didn't like 3.
Yeah,
You
3
know
was
what I'm saying?
bad. Yeah.
And then 4, they tried to bring Vin Diesel back, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? And then 5 came in, and it just blew the roof off everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I will just say that. Go ahead, though, Leon.
Oh yeah, no, my bad. I was just saying, I agree with y'all. He supercharges franchises, right? But like, as far as him being a guaranteed hit, that too. And I'm not even saying he got to hit 1 billion to be legit. But what I'm saying is, this isn't me talking. Go to Box Office Mojo, type The Rock or Dwayne Johnson, and look through the numbers, dog. The numbers will not lie. The highest grossing film he's done, when he was a lead, was like Rampage, I think.
But wasn't he the lead in Jumanji too? Like, are we not going to give him the credit?
No.
For those?
It was him, Kevin Hart. Now,
Yeah, well, Kevin Hart too,
yeah,
though.
man, like Kevin Hart
brings
numbers
people.
too.
I think that he was first billing though, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't he?
They might have been, or
Most
the
likely,
Rock
I would
might have been, because I mean, the Rock's always going to be first billing. You know what I'm saying? But like, what I'm saying is,
Hey,
he
and why?
adds to a franchise, or he
Yeah,
adds to the numbers. That's all I'm
hey,
saying. I'm not
And
taking that
why
away.
exactly. He's
being
asking some banger questions, bro. He's asking some banger questions. How do you gather data on a fan base? That would have been today. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
They would have been gathering. It would have been gathering data today. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Straight up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. I enjoy Scorpion King. That's one of my guilty pleasures. I
That's a
like
good one.
Scorpion King.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good
That's
one.
Scorpion King is fire, bro.
yo, they wasted him in that damn Mummy 2 movie. Yo, that was like some of the worst CGI. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
He looked weird.
yeah.
no, like I ended up hearing that it was some behind the scenes stuff, and they like rushed them to put that ending together with all of
There you go.
the CGI, and that's why that happened. So
You can tell because that CGI look like something I can do in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they were kind of doing both of those movies simultaneously, weren't they? They were talking about they were structuring Scorpion King. They didn't obviously it didn't come out yet, and then they were already having the ideas for the Mummy 2, and so they
Yeah.
probably was like, oh shit, we gotta throw him
Yeah.
in here at the end here, you know.
Let me ask y'all a quick question though. What box office wise, if y'all could do box office predictions, what you think Black Adam gonna do?
I'm gonna let y'all take that first because I already kind of gave my 2 cents.
I think
Because there's two ways it could
it'll
go.
make around. It'll be pretty close. Might be a little bit close to the Batman, but it won't hit $1 billion.
Okay, Wazard, let me ask you this. Now, what would happen if it's confirmed Henry Cavill's in the movie? Do you think box office numbers will change?
Then it makes $1 billion, guaranteed.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's my point right there.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, I think it's gonna leak out before this movie comes out, yo. Like, if we're just judging about like how things have been going in terms of these breadcrumbs, they've been ramping everything up slowly, right? So I do think that if they're able to kind of look, if he's not in the movie, it's gonna do around that 800 million. I do think it's gonna do more than Robert Pattinson's Batman. I feel like that movie had a bunch of things going against it, right? You had the emo bat thing, you had Robert Pattinson, you had us just seeing Ben in like Zack Snyder's Justice League. There was a significant amount of the fan base that was not going to go financially go try to support that movie. It was just a bunch of things going against it. That I think that you'll have more of the general audience being hyped to go see this Rock movie. But I feel like in order for it to reach that $1 billion mark, it's gonna have to have Henry Cavill in it.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Did you already
on
talk
Twitter.
about?
I'm on Twitter for some reason. Batflick is trending.
Did you already talk about
because we
maybe...
saw Batfleck in that Shazam trailer.
Oh, Shazam, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Like maybe if they announced Snyderverse today, it would have, I mean, obviously overshadowed everything they talked about otherwise.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier.
Yeah,
it'll overshadow it. Yeah, it'll overshadow it, most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, just look, right? You got a picture that overshadowed a trailer on Twitter, right? And this is the second time that this has happened where The Rock has released something around the time that some news with Zack happened, and the Zack news kind of overshadows it.
Yeah. The Rock can't compete with Zack Snyder, and that's the reality. And I think that's one of the main reasons why it would be hard to have Henry Cavill, Zack Snyder, and The Rock on the same stage, because The Rock don't want to be overshadowed.
That's quite possible. I thought about that too. I'm like, he would have gotten blown out of the water by these guys.
Dude, he literally,
you fellas is on to something though.
Y'all on to something. Sky, like with the fucking lightning and smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but fellas, y'all on to something though. Y'all talking about overshadow. When is DC Fandom supposed to come out this year?
Probably end up being fall, right before his movie comes out.
Okay. So Black Adam drops, and then when do Shazam drop? In December?
Yes.
I believe sometime after that, we might get an announcement. We might even get a big a clue or a big breadcrumb during DC fandom, but I don't think they want to overhype these two movies. Shazam and Black Adam got to make their money, or at least make the money back.
Yeah.
Because think about it, everybody main focus gonna be Snyder cut,
Yeah.
Snyderverse.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But Fatal, I also think that they can kind of leverage some of that momentum going into those movies, right? If they try to capitalize. Let's say that they do what they just did, right? With the next Shazam trailer, right? And it drops at Fandom, right? And you start off with that. If they have more Snyder Cut references in there, and then the Black Adam trailer drops, right? And they're hinting at Henry Cavill, and then you drop the Zack news right after that at that same event, I think it supercharges everybody into going to go watch those movies now.
Closer to the release of the movie, yeah.
Yeah,
closer to the release of the movie.
To those movies coming out, right? Rather than having that pop early now and then having to try to maintain that, they can just let it build more and then drop that news closer to the movies coming out. And then, because look, I think that if we get like actual like hardcore teases,
share my screen when you're ready.
Yep. I think that if we get actual hardcore teases to the Snyderverse at Fandom and then they announce it that it's going to be back, I think that that'll absolutely have people ready to like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's time to go start to try to support these other movies. Let's get Fatal up here.
Zod and Skywalker are two smart brothers because this image right here is the exact image that was in the Shazam movie, and it also accomplished another thing showing that Zack is going to be in animation. So Zack did it again. Two birds with one stone and one image. This the exact image they showed on the Shazam trailer, bro, and it didn't hit us till now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, you right, Fatal J. Holy, yeah. See,
Zack Cole, bro.
Zack Cole.
Zack's a genius.
Zack Cole, man.
When does Black Adam come out?
Like near Halloween or something, right? It's like October, November time, I think.
Yeah, Octoberish. Because I think it's only a 2 or 3 months before Shazam drop. So those movies might be in a lot together too.
No, the important question is, when does the cartoon with Zack Snyder come out? This Black Adam ain't nobody cares about that. When's that cartoon come out?
You ain't lying. Well, nah, the reason I ask is because the thing about him not wanting to be overshadowed, that's a good point. I think of it like this too, though.
October 21st.
Okay, October. Okay, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot a bit, because if you got Henry Cavill behind the scenes kind of locked, their best bet was to just drop a full-on hint that was going to say like, he's there, stay tuned. It wouldn't have overshadowed it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's back, if he's behind the scenes, if he's ready and he's locked in, they messed up. Because I'm literally not interested in Black Adam at all right now. At all. I'm interested in Teen Titans. So they just shot themselves in the foot on that. You know what I'm saying?
Zack gonna have thousands, if not millions, of grown men.
Grown men watch the cartoon. Exactly. Have I ever watched
Teen Titans and shit?
They're gonna put out a Snyder cut of that Teen Titans episode. You watch.
That's gonna be dope though.
You ain't lying. They gonna do that with shirts.
Yeah. Yo, look, man. I think that when it comes to marketing, they don't want to try to have to hold momentum for too long, right? So if the movie's coming out in October, right? This is probably the last trailer that we're gonna get until the final trailer comes out, right? Which will probably be released around Fandom time-ish. And so I feel like it would actually be much smarter if they were to try to really put that on the map closer to that movie coming out, and then they can ride that wave going into the actual release of the film.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm hearing that point for sure. What that say? Zack's Twitter post has 20.4 thousand likes. The Rock Black Adam post has 16. Good lord, a freaking cartoon picture
Cartoon over a
is
trailer.
crushing a trailer. Good lord, man.
But
And
they
Yeah,
not
they
only
fucked up.
just
I'm
a
sorry.
trailer,
They
a
fucked up
trailer
today.
with
I'm
The
sorry.
Rock.
I get what you're saying about marketing, but if Henry Cavill's a lock, bro, they messed up. They messed up.
No, I mean, but
My
look,
black ass would have been like, Henry Cavill's in the movie, and I would
yeah,
have ran.
yeah. But at the same time, this is a great point, right? If Snyder fans got a Man of Steel 2 or Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 announcement today, how many Snyder fans will be talking about Black Adam?
That's a great
Oh
point.
yeah, but
That's
Integrity.
right.
again, to me,
That's
that was
a
the
great
cherry on
point.
top.
That's a great point because see what the whole
That's what I'm
point is.
saying. Overshadowed it, man.
Lee is doing the lead up. Again, it goes back to what Fatal J, what y'all was saying earlier about how you start off with you get rid of all these clown table movies that were announced earlier. You get rid of them, and then you make room for
You got to make room.
Zack Snyder's movies. You make room for Man of Steel 2. You make room for, and that's why I could totally see Henry Cavill getting that post-credit scene in Black Adam to set up what's coming, to set up the more after all the clown table stuff is done. You see, so that it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, yo, and I was kind of getting to this earlier. Most directors, when they sign these kind of deals with these companies, they sign for 5 years. That's not what Zack did. Zack took a shorter term deal that was pretty much going to lead right up until the merger was complete. He is not signed on with any other studio past that, right? We don't have any types of slate of any of these DC movies coming out past these damn Hamada projects that we're getting out now. So holding that kind of thing in the chamber for a little bit longer to wait until it's closer to these movies getting out so that they can have their full look. We also have to see this too. They're putting out a marketing budget with these films, right? You are literally cannibalizing your own money if you are announcing too many things at one time. Especially that big whale that is fucking Zack Snyder. So, I think that we all just kind of got to relax a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with the Zack Snyder part for sure, 100%. I had my expectations tempered on Zack. I'm being stubborn on that Henry thing though. I think they should have hinted at that because the way this fandom works, we hold momentum until the end of time. So I
But
think
you
if they
gotta
would
look
have
at
hinted at Henry now,
Look,
we could
you
have
gotta
held
look
that
at it as
momentum into
from
Black Adam.
a casual's point of view. They announce Henry now. Casuals ain't gonna hang on to that for 5, 3, 4 months. You announce Henry, saying Superman's gonna be in Black Adam around the movie's release date. It's gonna have momentum at that moment, getting people hyped up at that
and it'll
moment.
make people want to see it.
You know what?
Because people's
Okay.
memories are short, and
point.
Yeah, especially on the
people are
internet.
not thinking. People aren't thinking about this, especially when you look at the news cycle with the way that everything is like boom, boom, boom. We're on to the next thing. By tomorrow, everybody will have forgotten about the Black Adam stuff, and the only thing people will be talking about is the Zack Snyder cartoon. All right, so y'all got to understand this is what we're talking about. Unless you're Zack Snyder, your stuff isn't going to trend for days and days and weeks and weeks and months and months. You got to have that.
it's been shown, yo.
Zack has that kind of power, and this is why we have so many detractors. This is why we have so many people against us, the media and all these antis and the move on crowd and all these people. This is why they celebrate everything like a L, because they hate the fact that Zack Snyder has a well-oiled machine. He has
He does.
an army set to basically make anything he wants to trend on demand. Literally, this man is beating The Rock with his screenshot from his Teen Titans episode. All
There
it is
never
a Teen Titans episode. That's all it is. It's a cartoon.
Bro,
It ain't even
it's
a
a cartoon, bro.
Drawing.
Image of it yet.
But bro, that's power. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people in Hollywood don't like that type of power where the fans are overruling what Hollywood tell us to like. You know what I mean?
This is why they're trying
right,
to.
Fatal.
They want to do everything they can to take Zack Snyder down because they don't like the fan army he's amassed. They don't like the kind of power he has because trending equals money, and they're all losing money. And Zack is sitting here like, "Hey, why aren't y'all products trending like that?" Zack could walk into a meeting with Warner Brothers Discovery on Monday morning and be like, and bring those comparisons. Look at my picture from Cartoon Network. Look at The Rock's trailer. Look at what's trending higher. Look at what has more views, more likes. What are people more concerned with? How come y'all aren't trending like that? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Zack
Yep.
has that kind of power, and that's what makes him such a big target for everybody. Yep.
He is a huge target, man. And every time that one of these events kind of get close to happening, the question just kind of morphs into whether or not Zack is going to show up, right? And that is like the main topic. So I feel like at this point, hey, that's probably what that was. Like, look, this is about engagement, and he is still showing that, hey, my stuff is trending better and higher than all you guys and stuff. Whether it be trailers, right, or what have you, I can just drop a damn picture and it'll trend more. Which absolutely does correlate in to dollars. So don't let anybody tell you differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he does look excited for Black Adam. Yo, that was dope. Him doing that whole entrance, right? I mean, how'd you guys feel about the effort that he really put into that presentation?
It's his fault for not pushing harder for Cavill, because there's no reason why there should not have been a stand down between Cavill and The Rock today at Comic-Con. I'm sorry. I got to be honest. These people, you really think...
So you agree with me, Zod?
I agree with you. Do you really think that if they really wanted to hype Black Adam to the stratosphere, that's all they would have needed to do? Because we all know that it would have been one, like, I don't know, probably 15-second scene between The Rock and Superman at the end of Black Adam, right? It probably won't even be that big of a deal. It'll be a little cameo scene.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is just the hype surrounding a Black Adam versus Superman kind of confrontation
Bro,
would be enough.
I have
get
a
people
follow-up
excited.
question for Zod. And
What up, TJ?
My question for you guys is this, right? Let's say that we get the standoff with Henry Cavill and Black Adam, right? Does it become more about Black Adam, or does it become more about Henry Cavill coming back?
Henry Cavill, bro.
And his ties to Zack Snyder? Because I feel like if we get that standoff, then it immediately becomes about Henry Cavill coming back. And like, I mean,
especially if he's in the black suit. Let's just put it that way.
I'm gonna answer that question after Zod. Go ahead.
Guys, look at what just happened, right? It leaked out a couple. Look, there was no hype for fucking DC's panel whatsoever until what happened. You get this leak that, hey, Henry is going to be there, and then automatically, that's what everybody's tuned in for. That's literally why we're all tuning in.
I'm gonna answer the question real quick because you asked Zod and me, right? All right, so this I'm gonna answer because I know Integrity going off in the chat. He's on fire. I get it, bro. But here's how I'm gonna answer that. Okay. if I'm David Zaslav, because I'm gonna go back to Integrity's other question. Does David Zaslav want Black Adam to succeed? Yes. How do you get it to succeed? You include Henry Cavill. And I'm not even saying you got to go as far as Zod. All you would have to do is have Henry Cavill come out and just, you remember how I did the other day? When I did my little cameo appearance, I was like, peace out. All you had to do is have Henry come on and just say, I'll see you there. And I'll even bring my cape. And then that's it. And the whole crowd goes ape shit. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's fucking back. You ain't got to have a stare down.
Okay.
Wait. Let me say this one last thing. Let me say this one last thing, and I'm done.
Go ahead.
Y'all are underestimating the power of this fandom. We can carry that fucking momentum into October, dog. I'm sorry. I completely disagree. I think that I think that could have happened. But I'm done
exactly right. You're exactly right, but you thinking from a fan's perspective.
Facts.
Like Necron said,
casuals.
It's going to ruin overshadow Black Adam because
how would that
going to be
ruin
only worried about Henry Cavill.
Look, no, but look,
gonna want to see the movie.
Look at Integrity's comment, right? And this is true. Yo, look at what just happened, Leon. Right? This whole week became about Henry Cavill and whether or not
Henry Cavill and what Black Adam week
was going to be there.
Talking
right?
about Black Adam,
and then look, and I'm not disagreeing, but I will say this, right? And this, I think, will kind of put a nail in this whole like little argument, right? Look at what Marvel did with No Way Home. They never showed Andrew Garfield and fucking Tobey Maguire in those trailers whatsoever. But we all knew that they were in that movie, right? And when it happened, you got that huge pop because casuals didn't know that they were going to be in that movie. I knew people that weeks after it came out still didn't know that they were in it. I just accidentally spoiled it in a conversation, thinking that everybody knew, and they was like, wait a minute. I didn't know that they were in that movie. I have to go see it now.
You know what?
But
Skywalker. Said, not to cut y'all off, but I 100% disagree. I'm sorry. I 100% agree with you now. 100. You right. Because that's a perfect fucking example. I didn't even think of that, bro. I still think that I'm not taking away from what me and Zai was kind of hinted at. I know, Zai, you fully on board with with not having Henry Cavill now. I get that. But you know what? You right, bro. Because you're right. Up until the tail end of that shit releasing, they leaked a little something, and everybody was like, oh my God. The casuals was like, oh my God. Y'all right.
That's what they're gonna do.
Yep.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
Leon, that's what they're gonna do.
Damn, that's a good example.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do, yo. Like
they're gonna copy No Way Home in that way.
Damn, that's a good example. I hope they do that, bro, because now y'all got me a little hype. Because I'm literally not watching Black Adam unless I know.
Bro,
Leon, like I told you, Leon, real quick.
I promise you, it's gonna leak.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fatal.
I just want to say this, Leon. Remember No Way Home? Most people who went to see that was casual fans.
True.
So when the cat got out the bag that the old Spider-Man was in there, then more casual fans went to go see it.
What?
See, you got to remember, we nerds. We know about the CEOs. We know about the presidents. We know about this and that. We nerds.
For real.
Hey, I was trying to explain this shit to my mom, but she was like, "Yo, you speaking a whole other language." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the masses
for pointing that out, man. You're right.
Yeah.
Y'all right.
The masses don't know about all this stuff. They don't even know Henry Cavill could be connected to this movie. So you hang on to that until the movie drops, and then you start leaking all those clips and stuff with Henry Cavill fighting Black Adam, and then more of the masses will come see it. But if you spoil it now, it's going to ruin a lot of stuff.
Y'all have fully convinced me, dog. My mind was like, man, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all speaking the language. I'm mad as hell. And then y'all saying, you know what? Y'all right. There is a definite possibility that especially the way Rock kind of answered that question, bro. And
dude, he
was like, oh shit, what am I doing? He's like, oh shit. He's a little disappointed. I bet that man wanted to be like, but y'all don't even realize, man, we got it. We done. We good, bro.
Dude, he already shot the scene.
Yeah, he did. Everybody said
come on, man. Y'all gotta everybody gotta he already shot the scene, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's in the can.
Rock
You're
looked
right.
like he
You know
was
what?
like,
You know what's giving me
Rock looked
doubt?
like he wanted to tell everybody. He really did. He
He
looked
did.
like he wanted to tell
Mm-hmm.
us.
I'm gonna say
Yep.
this real quick. You know what's giving me doubt, man? All them damn headless and dark appearances. That's what's kind of in the back of my mind. But
Bro, but
They
they're
can't do that
gone.
again.
They're gone, bro.
yeah, you're right.
Those
You're right.
people are gone. We
You're right.
cannot treat the new regime as if they are the same people that was making some of these past choices, right? It's a completely different team of people, and they've shown since, like, look, everybody got to look at the breadcrumbs, man. As soon as the merger announced, right? Hey, Man of Steel is actually pretty great. BVS is a masterpiece, right?
Yeah.
All this,
Absolutely.
All of
all
a
this
sudden, completely polar opposite from what
Right.
WWE was
Polar.
doing before.
marketing for the fucking Snyder cut, digital release, right? Like, yo,
Mhm.
it's been this trail of breadcrumbs that have slowly been kind of coming out this entire time. And if you match that up with, hey, the contracts that, like, they're lined up, I'm telling you, like Rebel Moon is getting shot back to back. Once you finish principal photography on that, you can move into pre-production on whatever you're going to go into next. So look, man, it's gonna be fine. Like, yo, like, these things are in the works, and I think everybody, it might not be at that same cadence that we want it to be, but they're letting us know that, hey, man, we're still rocking with you guys. Zack is gonna be in this cartoon. We're gonna let you know that, right? They're trying to fit fucking Shazam into the whole fucking Snyderverse thing, however they're gonna try to do that, right? I mean, there are breadcrumbs there, yo. So we just gotta chill.
Because
you know,
remember, more than anything, I'm sorry, Necron.
No, you speak your word, man.
More than anything, Zaslav wants the universe to be a shared,
Connected.
expanded connectivity universe. So in order to make that happen, you got to try to build these outside movies around what the fans mainly want. And what do we mainly want? We want the Snyderverse. So you got to figure out a way to kind of loosely, at the very least, interconnect some of this stuff. Because Zack doesn't care. He's going to do his thing. And then all these other creators are going to have the opportunity to do what they want to do. But you got to somehow be able to figure it out. And as we saw with this Shazam trailer, it looks like they've kind of figured out a way to make reference to some of these other characters without being disrespectful or treading over any of the ground that Zack Snyder has already laid out.
Look at Integrity's comment. You leak Cavill's cameo to the comic nerds and you lie about it to the general audiences, exactly like Tom Holland did with
Integrity
Spider-Man
on it again.
No Way Home on late night shows.
Bro, I guarantee you, and
Word.
Leon, I'm talking Leon and anybody in the chat. That first week go by, and you said, "Man, I don't too much care for Black Adam," and then the cat is out the bag. The Henry Cavill showed up. You going to get up and go to the movie theaters, bro?
Definitely. Hey, yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. Y'all convinced. Oh, what up, Mikey in the chat?
Yeah.
Mikey in the chat.
Mikey.
We got
Mikey?
Mikey Sutton, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mikey Sutton.
Moonwalk into the fan zone.
That's funny.
I love Mikey.
The Bezos and Kevin Feige.
Mikey was the hashtag. Mikey was right.
Man, ain't nobody studying them damn betas.
Yeah,
we
man.
over here in the fandom trying to work out like how this shit gonna roll out. But y'all convinced me, yo. I ain't gonna lie, y'all convinced me that they didn't really necessarily need Henry Cavill to come out because there's enough buzz right now for the movie to sustain some sort of buzz, and then word of mouth gets out in general audience, and then like y'all said at the last minute, they could just say, "Here go Henry," and it's gonna explode. That's true.
Yeah, yo, and look, all they have to do is leak it out to us, and that's gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? We got fucking W. Mir saying he not going to go see Black Adam regardless. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
Again, Mikey
was right.
Mikey was right. You see, that's what I'm saying. Mikey, see, the thing is, they're going to all try to spin this as a negative on Sil and Mikey. They're going to all
They never said it. They never
Mikey
said
and Sil
it.
never said that. Mikey's been saying all along. But whatever.
Yep.
It
is what it is. It's how betas roll.
Hey, I just gave Mikey that mod armor. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you come in here anytime, sir. Can't nobody mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like this whole thing. Look, I know people are a little bit bummed out, but I said earlier, and I will say it now. You know, things kind of turned out the best that they possibly could. With that, you know, with them trying to do this balancing act of one trying to not have their products that are coming out later this year be overshadowed by something that is coming at the earliest 2 years from now, right? Because you know what I'm saying, like
what they got on the table.
Yeah, at the earliest it'll be 2 years from now, and so they have to get these like movies out. And what did they do? Both of those films teased some kind of connection to Zack and his characters.
That's right. Exactly.
I got something to say, and I don't know, most people may not like it, but everybody's looking at this like it's Snyderverse. It's Snyderverse. What I'm seeing is the DCEU is heading to Snyderverse is the DCEU. That's how I'm seeing it. It's all going to be his. And who are the biggest players in the DCEU? Which characters? Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. They're the kings. This is all going to be under his tutelage soon. That's how I see it.
Straight up. And
See
what was one of the names that's been floating around for head of DC Films? Just saying, you know, hey.
Yep.
Hey,
very quite possible.
Mikey Sutton comment is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, the good news is that with Snyder in a cartoon and Snyderverse in Shazam 2.
Bro, it's just crazy. Everybody was walking around disappointed, but now when you just sit back and think, just having a Zack Snyder mention in a cartoon explains so much, bro.
And
just a few months, we were boycotting one and bringing said F1 or B, just like Zack said. But now we be invested in these movies because of them putting him in a cartoon.
Fatal J. We didn't even peep it that the picture that he used, they used that same shot in the Shazam 2 trailer. You know what I'm saying? So
I just posted that he killed two birds with one stone with that post. He used the pose and he told us he was gonna be in animation. Two birds with one stone, bro. I love these little Zack clues though. It take me back to watching Scooby-Doo shows. You know what I mean?
Mikey Sutton is linking he is linking his article from July 11th. You know what I'm saying? The Rock didn't want Cavill today. Facts.
Mikey Sutton,
I believe it,
bro.
I
You
believe
and Seal got so many
Facts.
haters, but we got you protected, brother.
Because
you
like
got people behind you,
we've
man.
been saying, Henry Cavill, and as we all pointed out when we had our little discussion just a few minutes ago, Henry Cavill would have overshadowed The Rock, and that's not what The Rock wanted.
I don't know if you noticed, The Rock got an ego. You know?
Yeah, the last man to overshadow The Rock lost to him at WrestleMania. So, you know, he's a wrestler. he ain't with that shit. He lays the smackdown.
I feel it, but yeah, and that's why I was feeling where Leon was coming from earlier. But I'm like, yo, there's no way that they could do that without it blowing up and being bigger. Like, dude, Zack just dropped a picture of a fucking cartoon, and it trended bigger than his trailer, right? So, I mean, come on, man. Like, there was no way possible that they could announce Henry Cavill even being connected to
not right now.
The Rock. And that's why he gave that weak little comment, which I think kind of blew back in his face, right? You know, because it was just too weak. He was trying to do a tease, but, you know, it wasn't strong enough, and it just upset people because it's like, bro, like, come on, man. We know who the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
y'all guys are so right, and Mike is so right. You got to remember, Rock got that wrestler in him. So that's that competition. He got that competition. You know, he
Mhm.
don't like the Cavill get more hype than him. So that's why he went back to
Right, there's
whoever
that
the
little
Superman may be.
there's that little sibling rivalry between the two of them, and they got that same manager and stuff, so they kind of got that little thing going between the two of them. That's what that is.
And
Yeah,
this is supposed to be The Rock's day. This is his day.
Right, right.
This is Black Adam's
He
day.
worked hard
Yeah.
on that movie. He
His first
came out.
time at
He came
Con,
out
too.
wearing the suit for Christ's sake. I mean, come
I mean,
on,
he's
man.
trying to
He
sell
came
it.
out in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
First
yo.
time at Comic-Con. Yeah, you guys are all correct. Because I think I'm gonna just say this real quick. Like, you're 100% right. Because all we would have been talking about was when's the next Superman movie. We really wouldn't have been talking about Black Adam.
Bruh, it
You're right.
ain't
Wait,
even a rap, man.
guys. Is this do you see what I see? There's somebody in the chat dropping something right now, and I think you need to highlight it right underneath Mikey Sutton. Now I'm not saying nothing, but I mean, would that not be shocking? Would that shock people?
Bro,
Well,
that will be a game changer.
I don't know. I mean,
Because remember,
it,
Deadline, guys, remember Deadline was so sure that the trades were like lit up. Like,
I don't know. I mean,
who would he be,
know,
though?
bro.
But who would he be? Who would he be in the MCU? Who would he be?
no, I think that he's saying that they might end up putting that information out after the MCU panel.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know about that either.
I don't know.
I thought you was insinuating he was gonna be on Marvel, be with
No.
Marvel.
They're saying after the
Oh.
fact, like, Henry Cavill might come out and or something might be announced about Henry Cavill. I doubt it. I doubt
I
it.
doubt it too.
That would be
That would be
No.
that would be the very definition of shock and awe if that happened, though. I'm just saying that
Cyber
would be
Soldier.
crazy.
Let me tell you why I don't think that this will happen, right? I don't think that The Rock will overshadow DC movies after Black Adam because, one, I feel like Zack will be back. And if anything, Zack is showing you how much leverage that he has. If my picture of an animation can trend higher than your trailer, get out of here. Right? Like, so I think that The Rock and whatever he got going on after Zack comes back, it will always be second to what Zack has going on. Cause like, for Hollywood and like for all that stuff, trending, that's power. Like if you're showing that you got the fans, right? That's power. Mm-hmm. And so nobody on DC side got power like Zack Snyder does right now. So I really think that nobody's going to be able to interfere with what he wants to end up doing.
You got to look at it too like a business. You got to sell the car you have, not the car that might come later.
Yeah.
Just they got to sell what they got now. They got to make their money now. So if they're talking, they get everybody hyped for Snyderverse, well, everybody's gonna forget about the last year's model. They're gonna want the new model. So
we got to get rid of this. We got to get rid of the old regime movies first.
Yeah, they got to.
Y'all got to remember, Aquaman 2 and Flashpoint still got to come out too behind this.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so I'm telling you, I don't know what they're gonna do with those movies, yo. I've heard that Michael Keaton is in Aquaman 2 playing Batman.
And
right?
That's stupid. It don't make sense.
Yeah, and because it was supposed to come out after the Flash movie, right? But now it's coming out before. So is Michael Keaton still going to be in that movie, right?
Honestly, that sounds like some stupid as hell mess. To be honest with you, I don't know what they're thinking. That just sounds stupid.
Zod, I know what they thinking. They were trying to replace him with Ben Affleck because remember Ben Affleck was doing that. He was putting everybody together in the DCEU. So I guess they still trying to carry that on, but it's going to look stupid being Michael Keaton because he old as freak.
He's he'll be like 78 by the time the movie comes out. So
unless he's Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Necron throwing some red meat to the betas.
Unless he's Thomas Wayne, and then that would explain it. He's just from another planet or what universe.
Yo, Henry Cavill not about to sign on to no MCU, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This dude is about to be Superman. Everybody's got to relax, yo.
Yeah, why would he downgrade this
Hey,
early in
Fee
his
doesn't
career?
announce
You know what I'm
Captain Britain today. Oh,
He's
see, now I'm gonna tell you the truth, Mikey. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mikey messing with the chat.
If that, Mikey, I'm gonna
Mikey
tell you,
killing
I'm gonna
us.
tell you something right now. If
Mikey,
that
you
actually
evil.
happened, I know you're joking, but if that actually happened, that would break the internet in so many ways.
man.
Because what it would do is it would basically make the beta, because the betas are already celebrating like they won the NBA Finals today. They're at the top. They're celebrating like they won it all. So if that happened, if that happened, yeah, that's exactly what it would be like. The internet would just implode on all sides. I mean, if he came out, but you know what would be funny? If he did come out as announced as Captain Britain, and he made a reference to the fact that he's still playing Superman. That would
Zod,
be
I've been
dope
hearing rumors
as
about
hell.
that. I've been hearing that for a long time. That
What?
Marvel want him to play Captain Britain.
Me too.
Bro,
I've been
if
hearing that forever. Yep.
Bro, if they do that, that's gonna make the internet explode, though, bro.
Yo, yeah.
Retro
Yeah,
nerd
like,
girl.
yeah. I don't think, First of all, shout out to Retro Nerd Girl, super dope content creator that I got a lot of respect for. She makes super dope videos on retro movies and all that. So make sure you check out her channel and give her a sub if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? But look, we got Mikey saying people forgot The Rock already as they put Cavill's face on a milk carton. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
And why do The Rock keep saying the hierarchy of DCEU fits to change? Every time he say that, it made me think him and Superman gonna fight each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only way it would.
Dude, like, he has
Didn't
been
we-
wanting to fight Superman. That's like the ultimate match for him, right? This dude comes from a wrestling background, right, where they build up these huge fights, right? And you know
This is gonna be bigger than the first WrestleMania, y'all.
right? What what is bigger than The Rock fighting Superman? You
Hey,
know what I'm
Scott,
saying? Like,
Skywalker.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't gonna lie. If I was in the movie theater and I see The Rock bottom Superman,
Oh
I'm
my
standing
God,
up-
right?
I'm standing up on my feet, bro.
We
I'm
know it's
standing up-
coming. We know it's
He
coming.
does
They're
that in his movies.
No. Where does he?
Fast and
Here's the
Furious.
question, Fatal J. What does he rock bottom him through? I think he rock bottoms
a
him
building.
through like
A
a building
building.
or a satellite or something.
He's not gonna be doing a building. Like, he gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Great.
You gotta pull him in though, like he used to do when he do the reversal, pull his ass in, and just
He gonna do that. He gonna do that people's elbow too.
that would be hilarious. Rip off his sleeve for the people's elbow.
Man, yo, this is dope though. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to kind of put their last questions and comments in. I'm gonna be shutting it down within like the next like 20-30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But just overall, y'all, like, I think that what we really have all kind of come to agree on is that this probably wasn't the best time for them to try to announce something like this, because it probably would have overshadowed everything else that they got coming out later this year, and it's pretty much a better idea to kind of push these things till it's closer to the movies coming out. Is that kind of correct to say?
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. Do casuals even know who Black Adam is? Everybody knows who The Rock is, but do they even know who Black Adam is?
I
bet
don't
if
think they do, man.
I go and ask my wife right now, hey, baby, you know who Black Adam is? She's like, who? Is he a rapper? I don't know. You know, she wouldn't know.
Black Adam ran for Black
That's
Adam.
hilarious.
So they got to build this guy up.
You wear a lot of gold.
He can still have the gold lightning, I guess. But no, they got to build this guy up to the general public first. You can't fire all. I know Zack says fire all your bullets at once, but not on this one. They got to
Yeah.
they got to get him out there. They got to let people know who he is
Yeah,
and let them
but
know that he's on the
that's
level of
problem.
Superman.
See, that's exactly the problem, though, Mikey. That's the problem right there. The Rock got to get over his ego and got to
Put ego in
understand
check.
that when you're playing with DC, you're part of a team. You're part of an ever growing, continuing, expanding story and universe. So you got to be willing to play well with others. You know, you got to have so what he's not understanding is that by leaving Cavill out of it, he's not doing himself any favors. Cavill would have given him maximum hype. I mean, it's just
It would have.
If he is feeling insecure, he already started off wrong with this thought process with the hierarchy, right?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
what's the phrase? The hierarchy is about to change in the DC universe.
It,
Bro, the hierarchy won't change because the king will never be dethroned. The hierarchy is Zack Snyder. The box office shows you that. Period. So you're already messing up. You
I
know?
don't think that's what he really
I know
means.
that's not what he means. I know that.
I think that what he means is that Superman's going to probably end up losing to him, and then he's going to need Shazam's help, and it's going to be those two against Black Adam, which would be very reminiscent to the animated movie
Yeah.
that I think is great, because he probably would need help with Black Adam, because one of his weaknesses is magic, and so I feel like that's kind of what he is hinting towards, but it would still end up being a tease to him fighting Superman.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I don't literally think he means the hierarchy in the sense. I'm speaking on a meta level, on a joking level. On a joking level, which I'm serious. Like, the hierarchy is Zack Snyder. That's all I'm saying. But as far as like, I'm speaking towards what Mikey was hinting at about The Rock potentially being insecure about the buzz. The buzz ain't never going to be that high because the DCEU is kind of in shambles right now.
Well, and partly too, the reason why the buzz isn't that high is because they waited too long to make the goddamn movie. Let's be honest.
That's true.
Black Adam, he's been in casting since he's been cast as Black Adam since most of us were in grade school. So that's the problem.
Yeah,
like, come on, y'all.
He officially signed on, because it was rumored before that, but I think he officially signed on in 2014.
I thought it was 1998. But hey.
So, and look, this is something else too, right? I think that he is suffering from, because Black Adam is an anti-hero, right? So you have one of those movies coming, and it's not a super well-known character in terms of the general audiences, right? But he's trying to inject some of his own gravitas there to try to level that character up. But I just think that it's going to take a bit more convincing, and that's probably going to end up with them leaking that post-credit scene, which I think is 1,000% going to happen.
I think y'all are right too. You have convinced me of that fully, and I think that's the go-to move for sure. They should do that.
Look at what Mikey's saying. WBD sources told Deadline Cavill was coming.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So, what do you do with that information?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a bomb drop right there.
Mikey. You see, so what if we still get a Cavill announcement? I'm just saying. It's still going on, isn't it?
Even if we don't.
Yeah, when does it end? I don't even know.
Hey, look, I feel like even if we don't, I feel like this was still a thing where
Cavill was having car trouble.
Where this thing is being teased out slowly. It's just being teased out slowly throughout all these different processes. And I wouldn't be shocked if that was part of it too. Like, hey, let's drum up a bunch of interest, because we weren't talking about Comic-Con. Was anybody talking about Comic-Con at all?
Nope.
With DC, right? And now, you know what I'm saying? Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder are the talk of the town. and whether or not they were or were not going to show up. And so I think that if we take that plus with the extra positive things that we got, it was an overall win, even though it was a little bittersweet, I'd say. Right?
Yep.
Yep,
We got our
absolutely.
little. We got, like you said, man. We got crumbs.
Casuals will respond better to something with Henry Cavill than they would with Black Adam at this point, because Black Adam to casuals probably looks just like another, just like another superhero movie to casuals. They don't care. Like,
Yeah.
They'll see it because they're fans of The Rock, but not because they know anything about Black Adam, really. So, but if you have Black Adam facing off against Superman, that's gonna make casuals go crazy too. The Rock versus Superman.
That's how you got to see it. The Rock versus
Superman. And yeah,
casuals.
Yo, to answer Cyber Soldier's question, I do think even if we would have just got the symbol, because it would have immediately turned into, oh my God, Cavill's back. What does this mean? Is Zack coming back?
All out of water.
No, man. I think Zod, he said it right, man. You can't do it, man. You can't. You got to wait to the end, bro. You got to wait to the end.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be talking about Cavill all the way through. We're going to be
talking
about Cavill
like,
all the way
through. What about me? It is my movie.
What about me? What about The Rock? He's like, remember that wrestler? Remember that
Raven?
Raven.
What about me? I knew you were going there, bro. What about me? What about Raven?
I'm going to tell you why Zod was right again, too. They're going to do this just like No Way Home, bro. They're gonna do it exactly like No Way Home.
Go exactly like that. Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna let everybody know that everybody was lying. They're gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, look,
and we're gonna be talking about it straight up to it.
Cause see, when No Way Home dropped, before it dropped, they asked Andrew Garfield if he was gonna be in the movie, and he said no. I didn't know you could lie to the public like that. Because I'm thinking, okay, No Way Home is not going to have Andrew Garfield. So when I watched the movie and saw Andrew Garfield, I was shocked. I didn't know actors could lie to the public about being in a movie. So that blew me away. So Henry Cavill being silent, man, hey, I think he's going to be in this joint. I think he's going to be in more than one movie, too. He's going to be in more than one.
Mikey Sutton saying Feige might show his Black Adam after 5 p.m. and overshadow The Rock. Yeah, man. Hey, it is a cold game. But I guess the way that DC is looking at it, and they're like, yo, it's better that Marvel overshadow us than one of our own projects that could be coming out 2 or 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So
gotta sell the cars on the lot.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you something. Feige's MCU is trash right now. If everything after No Way Home, and I even give Dr. Strange a little credit. I like that movie. But everything else, them Disney Plus series has been trash, man.
Yeah, I don't watch them. I don't watch them at all. The Disney Plus shows. I'm good.
Guys, look at this.
The Rock nicks Cavill during his presentation. Nobody would talk about The Rock.
See? Ego.
I believe that there is truth to that. Big time.
Cavill dominated Twitter.
Yeah, he really did. Hell,
about me?
I was gonna say,
nah, but look, y'all want an announcement, Leon. You want Cavill on the page, though, right?
What? Because I'm selfish. Damn it, Henry. Damn it. I don't care about this damn movie. Henry, I'm selfish. Y'all right. I'm too much of a geek. I ain't general audience. I've been waiting for this shit for too long. Shit. But I feel you. I feel y'all on the marketing side. What I'm selfishly asking for wouldn't be smart or feasible for The Rock, because he wanted to get his moment at SDCC, because he's been talking about that. Like, my first time going to SDCC, blah, blah, blah. So I understand all that.
The dude came out in the suit, for God's sake.
Once he came out in the suit, it was a wrap. It had lightning and smoke and all kind of shit, right? But look,
it did look kind of cool.
That
Hey,
was
but look,
cool.
speaking to this comment, right? Look, guys, I know it's hard, but this is a new regime, yo. We cannot attribute things that the old clown table did to this new company. Like, you can't do that.
Nah.
Can't do that.
And don't be acting like fools out there trashing everybody, The Rock and Jim Lee and everybody else, man. Everybody's gonna be doing that, and stop.
Yeah. It is. What is it? Seems to me they would be considering.
Two options. There's one, Cavill and Black Adam, just like Toby and Spider-Man No Way Home, or two, they decide they don't have the goodwill to copy Marvel and need Cavill to sell tickets.
I think y'all are onto something, that they want to show strength in Black Adam alone, and I get that.
Well, WBD's looking at it too.
Let me send out a link. Hold on.
Yeah, he gonna be my replacement. I'm gonna holler at you fellas. I think I'm supposed to watch Mad Max on HBO.
Hey, he's about to watch Mad Max.
Hey,
right.
man, I appreciate you for having me, though, bro. Man, we keep killing it. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. But from the look of it, the Snyderverse already restored. You know what I mean?
Word.
Much love, Fatal J. Yeah.
All right, man.
Fatal, man.
No problem, man. I love you fellas. Peace out,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
We about to start winding this down anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Look, we got Mikey with the Namor drop. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look.
Oh
and
my God. Oh my
the
God.
chat is saying, you know, look, there's been a lot of talk about The Rock's ego today, right? But I'll just say this, you know, this was supposed to be his day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It really is.
was supposed to be his day, where they was really kind of focused on him. I'm not saying that what, you know, he did is correct if that is the case. But at the same time, me as a Restore the Snyderverse fan, I feel like I got enough news today, you know, to pretty much keep me going. So, how are you guys feeling about that?
Take it.
I agree.
Yeah, I think. Am I still there? I don't know.
Yeah, you're on.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. You know what? And y'all, it took some convincing of those little details about the marketing to get me on board with that. But overall, I was feeling all right after the fact. I was a little pissed off about the whole, you know, feeling like I was baited. That's the only thing about that. The Zack Snyder thing, I wasn't really tripping because, you know, that was supposed to be like the surprise that we didn't really know about. And that's all good. Remember how No Way Home kept the secret, same thing. True. Yep. He's saying the same thing y'all saying, man. So I'm cool with it,
What
man.
about this, Leon?
Oh my God, Mikey.
Cavill has more scenes
God
beyond
love
just
Mikey
the
Sutton,
greatest
man.
NBA. Hey, Mikey, you trying to get me to buy more tickets? What's good, bro? What's up, man?
Mikey is right all the time. Hashtag Mikey is right. Mikey was right. Mikey will always be right. Y'all just don't understand. This is what I'm talking about. Betas can come at us all they want to, but they don't watch anything that Sil and Mikey be saying, and Mikey is always right. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you know what's funny about you know, The Rock feeling kind of not wanting to be overshadowed, man? He kind of already was, bro. He kind of already was
by the cartoon. By the cartoon.
Yeah, that's why I don't think that, you know, he gonna be able to just come in and take over, because that wouldn't make sense business wise, right? Now it would be different if everything that he was putting out there and posting was like trending and going #1 and the fans are going crazy, right? But that hasn't been the case, you know what I'm saying? So you didn't see anything, right? But yeah, so I feel like he won't be able to kind of you know, kind of flex and just take over everything, because how can he if everything that Zack does is like we're trending way higher? Like, Zack would have more leverage, wouldn't you guys think?
Zack would have way
That's
more.
real.
It's the real facts. Look at the picture, the count to him in the trailer. Zack's winning.
Yeah, I had took notice of that real quick, and I went and I screenshot them bad boys and edited it. I was like, yeah, I gotta put this out in the ether. That's insane. That a damn picture is crushing a trailer.
A picture from the cartoon Teen Titans over
He
the
said,
Black Adam $1 billion movie.
he said that he's overshadowed by who's missing. Facts, right?
Damn.
Like literally
That's
over
so true, Mikey.
overshadowed by somebody missing from a movie, right? You know,
Hey,
and
that's a
all
bar.
and
That's
all
a
this
bar
stuff
right
is
there.
negotiation, right? I mean, could even look back at with Tom Holland, right? After Spider-Man Putting No Way Home comes out, he's at his peak in terms of earning potential. And what does he say? Hey, I'm thinking about starting a family and taking a break from acting. Then the next thing that you know, he signed on for 3 more movies, right? So all this stuff is just fucking negotiation
Yep.
tactics, and they use these trades and us as fucking fans as like fucking ways to try to, you know, fucking boost their fucking earning.
Right. Again, like I said, guys, it's all about engagement. It's all about engagement. So they're gonna use us because we fuel all that engagement. It's all us, all the positive and negative. It's just we're just going at each other's throats. And meanwhile, they're getting all the clicks, they're getting all the engagement. We're all playing right into the corporations' plans. That's what this is all about.
Facts, yo, real talk. Like, look,
That is the
man,
truth.
the question's right, right?
Engagement equals money, regardless.
Imagine if during DC fandom, whoever the new head of DC Studios is walks out with The Rock, the JSA, Zack Snyder, and his Justice League. Like, yo, that'd be crazy. And you would actually have things to announce that would be coming up after these Hamada burgers. The stuff that would be coming down that line, they cannot possibly have that stuff fucking set up yet. Can't possibly have it set up yet. Right? So, you know, look, let's
Gotta sell the cars on the lot, man, not the ones you're talking about.
That's right.
Yep. Retro Nerd Girl saying, I think timing has a lot to do with it too. If we had Man of Steel 2 already, Black Adam would be more welcome.
She's right about that. Retro Nerd Girl is spot on, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is
That's
we're talking about something that, and how many times have we all said this? That if they would just restore the Snyderverse, or at least let us know that we're on the right track, we're getting what we want, we'd be more receptive to everything that they have down the pike. We would support DC just completely just out of graciousness because they're giving us what we want. One hand washes the other. This is consumer demand. You're giving me Man of Steel 2. I'm going to go see your Black Adam movie and return the favor. You're giving me Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. I'm going to go watch Aquaman. I'm going to watch Flashpoint. I'm going to watch Our Man. I'm going to watch Wonder Twins or whatever other crap you give me because you're giving me what I want in return. It's the same thing. It makes perfect sense. I don't get it. I don't get why they haven't learned that by now. Like, you know,
I literally
what the hell?
tweeted that out when Black Adam, I forgot what, I think it was a Black Adam trailer or Shazam or some shit. And I said, yo, if you give me Henry Cavill, I'll watch this bullshit. I will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and nobody's even
But think about how-
talking about the air cut anymore. There's like been no air cut talk. Air cuts just like, what happened?
You want to know why?
You know?
I think because that's so closely connected to Zack and his project that you don't want to do that until you know that Zack's going to come back.
Yeah,
It's
that makes
like
sense.
Yeah.
it is really better for you to kind of announce those things at the same time.
Be like the Savage Bet.
Right.
Yeah.
You announce it at the same time. Yeah.
it kind of goes hand in hand. Restore the Snyderverse and air cut.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, hey, look, we about to start closing this up. I want to get everybody's final thoughts. Right. Let's start with you, Leon. You know what I'm saying? I want you to kind of touch on this entire conversation and how you are ending with it now that we've kind of talked it all out.
I've been converted to the church. All right. So as far as the entire, SDCC, this conversation, I think that yeah, it was disappointing because the hype, blah blah blah. But I am understanding to it all. I get that the marketing and everything. I get that the Zack Snyder stuff definitely was not some guarantee. That was something we were definitely hoping for. The Henry Cavill stuff was something that we figured was a go because of all the trades. So we were kind of used on that front. We get it. But I also understand that after the fact, they really would have been kind of, I was going to say a lewd phrase, blowing their load, I guess, shooting all their shots before, you know what I'm saying? Like before they should have been prematurely.
Shots in the dark.
Yeah, prematurely. So them keeping the bullets in the holster, I totally get that. At the end of the day, at the very least, we know this much. We know that Zack Snyder has had conversations with Warner Brothers.
Hey, fucking conversation. He signed a contract. He signed a contract.
Correct.
You cannot do that without signing the contract. Absolutely.
Correct. He signed on the dotted line. We don't know what has extended beyond him signing on the dotted line, but we know his foot is in the door and he's in the building. Like they've sat down with the man, they've talked to the man. Here's your likeness. This is what we're gonna do in this thing. There's no way on any side of the planet or any time in the world that you have Zack Snyder in the room, right? You have him in the room, and then you say, "We're just gonna talk about a cartoon. Have a nice day." No.
Hashtag New Gods. Il Divino Vega. Side writer. New Gods. You know what I'm saying?
New Gods. Yes.
Yeah. We got the New Gods.
But you dig what I'm saying? Like, there's no way they sat him down and just discussed the cartoon and then he went on his way. I'm pretty sure they had a discussion with this man, and it went beyond just a fucking cartoon. So yeah, it's safe to say that he's mended relationships with Warner Brothers. We'll see what happens and what comes to fruition, but I think it's safe to say that the Snyderverse is back. It's back. We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for it to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, look. Shout out to Il Divino Vega. You know what I'm saying? Momentary clarity. Shouts out to you, bro. Hashtag New Gods. You know what I'm saying? Much respect. But yeah, look, look. I'm gonna let Necron go now. I will cook last. Necron, you know what I'm saying? How are you feeling about how everything kind of went down today, and where are you at now at the end of the conversation versus where we were when we started off?
Well, I mean, the day started off, I still know the Snyderverse is restored. It's coming. It was disappointing not to see Superman Henry there, but it wasn't the end of the freaking world. It was whatever. And Mikey just told us Rock didn't want him there at the last minute, so shit changed. Not our fault. But one thing I want to say that I heard everybody saying, I think Shazam's going to get his ass kicked by Black Adam, and Superman's going to come in and save the day. I don't think it's going to be the other way around. I don't see Black Adam beating Superman up. I think he's going to beat up the Shazam family, and they're going to need Superman to come in and put things in order. And after Zack again did, when you think about in the big picture, well played with the tweet that he did, and then it ended up being he's in a cartoon. They were cartoons, and he suddenly said, "Okay, well, I'm technically not there, but watch this. I'm still gonna trend." And sure enough, he did.
And that shot was actually in the Shazam.
Yes,
that shit kind of tricked me out.
The bat flick fucking shot from Zack Snyder's Justice League, on top of the police station. That shot's awesome, by the way. So yeah, I mean, no, everybody cool your jets, man. It's coming. Today we just got little bridges being raised, I should say, back to the Snyderverse. Shazam was basically like a big confirmation. Hey, it's canon. There's no more, is this canon? Or it's canon. They used all Zack Snyder images. Yes, I know they use Aquaman and all that, but when they showed Zack Snyder stuff too, so
they didn't have to do that. They literally
did not have to do that. They could have just said Batman, Superman, and not even showed anybody. So It's good.
And and on top of that, it's at the beginning of that trailer too.
Yeah.
Like it's at the beginning, like, hey, they really put an emphasis on it.
They want to connect to this shit. They're putting it out there. We
Why
want to be
wouldn't
a
you,
part.
right? If you're a director, like, why wouldn't you? If you're getting to play with these characters, right? Like, why would you want to connect your shit to Josh?
Zack is the blueprint. That's the bottom line.
That's why I was saying earlier. Everyone's saying, Snyderverse is not and DCU. Snyderverse is the DCEU, and they all want to be a part of it. And Zack always wants to bring characters into his image. You think he's going to turn down not having Black Adam come up in the Justice League? Do you think he would? I don't think so. I think he'll take it because it's going to be epic, and he's going to, whatever they're leading to, they're going to need everyone on board to make this Final Crisis event that they're going to have with Zack directing it, the Justice League movies. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, man. He was absolutely referencing Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't care what anybody says. Both those shots are in Zack Snyder's Justice League and only in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, I saw some betas earlier trying to say that Batman shot is the same one from Justice League, but
it is not.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
They had a tarp
glasses,
that was covering it up. Yeah.
Because the skull, the Grim Reaper was too scary for the beta, so they had to cover him up with a sheet. So there you go.
Yeah, and kind of going to Necron's point, this is kind of what Integrity is alluding to, right? Is that Zack's timeline is just going to be the DCEU, right? The DCEU is pretty much back, and fucking Zack's vision is definitely going to be the main timeline. All right, now moving on to the general. All right, how are you feeling, General Zod? Now that we kind of had this conversation versus where you were at when it first started.
During the morning when this first started, I was feeling really, really good. I was feeling really confident. I, like everybody else, expected at the very least to get some sort of Henry Cavill news or announcement or something. I have not left here feeling super disappointed because, again, I feel like that Teen Titans thing with Zack in it is a sign that the Snyderverse is back. Just like the cartoon in the release the Snyder Cut cartoon in Harley Quinn was a prelude to them actually releasing the Snyder Cut. This is a bigger deal because this is Zack himself actually playing himself in Teen Titans, and I'm sure he's going to have all kinds of little Easter eggs and nuggets and things for fans to dissect in this episode. And I mean, it's probably, like I said, going to bring Teen Titans to another level, and Teen Titans is going to get extra seasons just off the strength of that episode alone. But all in all, I think we should be okay with what we got today. This wasn't a massive disappointment like the previous DC fandom. This wasn't like something where we walked away with nothing. We got enough connective tissue to feel confident moving forward, knowing that we're getting what we want. I don't care what anybody says. The Snyderverse is restored. We're good to go. We just need to be patient and keep the faith and stay positive. And that's pretty much where I'm at. And Skywalker, thank you for having me. I appreciate being here with you. I love streaming with you guys. This is always so much fun. And you have no idea. It just feels good to be around friends and to be having these conversations.
Shouts out to the general. You know what I'm saying? We always love having you on the platform, and to CY's comment, no, we don't need trash like Birds of Prey and the Suicide Squad being connected to Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3. I don't think that those movies will connect because the directors didn't try to connect them, right? So, I think that you don't really have to worry about that, and that, Zack will be doing his own thing, and then the directors that wanted to try to connect their movies to his, they will do so, and the other ones won't be a part of that continuity. Look, guys, there's nothing that we can do about those movies that have
They're
already
there.
come out.
Yeah.
They're already out, right? It was the old regime, so I feel like if anything, right? Look, I would even say that the Aquaman reference from that movie in the Shazam movie could be James Wan trying to say, like, hey, like, maybe now that Zack is back, I can try to finagle some stuff, because the only reason why James Wan made some of those choices for his film is because he thought that the Snyder Cut was never going to come out, right? He wanted that movie to be the follow-up to Zack Snyder's Justice League, but that's not what we ended up getting. And so he was kind of able to take some creative liberties that he probably wouldn't have if that version of the Justice League movie we would have gotten in the first place. So as for me, right, obviously I was a little bummed out, right, after we didn't get the announcements that we were looking for. But now that I've had this conversation and I've had some time to kind of sit and really think on it, I feel like we got enough connective tissue, like Zod said, that really shows that things are moving in the right direction. We just have to be patient and wait for these things to play out. I can definitely say that at this point I'm feeling like if I don't hear something by Fandom, that's when I'll start to get a little bit concerned. But until then, I feel like things are moving in the right direction. So let me check out these last few comments here. Look, yeah, it is inevitable, yo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I think that whoever is going to be able to try to get their movies into continuity, they are going to try their best, right?
I don't think we need to worry about like Peacemaker showing up in a big, Justice League type of crossover movie. He's low level. This is the the big guys. This is the main players. That stuff's for HBO Max. Man.
Yeah, all that outside stuff, it has absolutely nothing to do with with Zack's continuity or Zack's vision or none of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Look, and here is to say for something else, right? Is that with the stuff like Aquaman, you got Cyber Soldier here saying with Aquaman 2, if they fix the mirror family issue with a couple lines of dialogue, I mean that could possibly be a thing too. Or like, hey, if they add something in where they're talking in like the echo language or whatever, they could try to add something like that in and say, hey, that's how she speaks to certain, there are different things that they can do. But I would just hope that everybody kind of just tries to take a step back and to realize that we are in a certain kind of predicament that hasn't been done before, right? With these movies that have already come out. And so we need to have a little bit of like grace and, understanding in that aspect. So, I want to say thank you to the entire panel and chat. I just want to combine those two words, you know what I'm saying? But the whole panel and chat, you guys have been super dope and you kept us engaged. I want to thank everybody for not, getting too crazy, and for the mods really holding the chat down, you know what I'm saying? And, doing y'all job, because I'm sure that, y'all had to be on top of it. So Leon, before we close out, you want to talk about anything that you got coming up, sir?
Man, right now I'm just in chill mode. I've been, like I said before, here and there, I've been re-editing certain reviews because I think I will go ahead and decide and start doing some audio versions of that on my channel. And I want to start off with Zack Snyder's Justice League review because I'm quite proud of that review.
Oh, and wait, for anybody that didn't hear, when Zack comes back, Leon's gonna cam up. We already have that
yeah.
on like a video that he's gonna wait until Zack comes back to cam up. So you know what I'm saying?
I said today, if he came through today, it's a wrap. It was a wrap.
So yeah, it almost happened, y'all. It almost happened. You know what I'm saying? We almost got a, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. We got Mr. West Ashley in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm about to close it down, but if you want, you are more than welcome to stop through and give your thoughts, sir. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So you want to keep going, Leon, about what you got coming up?
Just that, and you know what we got going on with the cool table. Always exciting with the cool table. And this was a great time to form the cool table. You know, because especially now where you know the betas, they think they got some W's by trying to hand people L's, but give a fuck about all of that, man. We know what's going on within the fandom, and we have enough intellect and critical thinking to understand what's potentially happening behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And it's kind of exciting, and at the same time, I feel like we're all mature enough in this fandom. Like, there's a lot of us, especially on this panel, that are mature enough to be like, you know what? If odds are not in our favor that the Snyderverse will be restored, I think we'll be okay. The odds are saying that it will be, for sure. It's already there. But I think we're all grown ass adults. We good. There's no L you can hand us because we're straight. Our lives are doing well. We're gonna have fun rocking with each other and helping to uplift one another and be more creative. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Joker Fleck Cast. I will say this about the Mira and her switching accents. She's an Atlantean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't think that there has to be
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't worry about all those little details.
Like, yeah, that's our worries.
Yo, I'm just saying, y'all. Like, look, these movies came out. There was a certain, you know, there was circumstances that you know they didn't think that this thing was ever going to come out, and so you know we got to kind of have a little bit of grace. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like. Certain things they might try to go back and fix, and I feel like you know we should, you know, if they try to do that, we should just kind of accept it, right? For you know, them actually trying to make things right, because this is a totally new company now. So you know, but moving on to my boy Necron, my second member of the cool table that is up here. You want to talk about what you got coming up, sir?
I'll be doing more
Shut up to Pilly.
Yeah, I'll be doing more metal reviews, talking about metal, talking about killer movies, usually from the 80s. I'm gonna be doing the John Carpenter one soon. I think I'm gonna hit up Savage Bat too to join that one. We might do a panel on that one.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else that is out there? If you want to jump on too, Zod, let's do it.
All right, man.
What else? That's about it for me. And everybody talking about, you know, all this Mara stuff. Mara might even be a different actress. Just roll with it, everybody. It don't matter if she had an accent or an American accent. That's neither here or there. That's not something to worry about. As long as you get your Snyderverse back, that's
she
the
is
main
Atlantean
thing.
people. You know what I'm saying? She's
right.
Atlantean. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, you know.
And that's it, man. And thanks again, Skywalker, for always having me on and making me part of the cool table. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, yo. Shouts out to you too, El Necron. You've been putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? And you've been very instrumental in helping me troll Leon about him not getting on camera. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So, all right. So, Zod, you know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, you want to talk about what you got coming up next, sir?
Well, yeah, I got a late night Q&A coming up that's going to be really funny with a comedian actress, and then I got coming up this Friday, the good Austin and I, the good Austin, who's also a member of the Cool Table here, the good Austin and I are starting a new show on YouTube that we're doing called The Hangout, which is going to be our first episode. We're going to do a watch party of the movie Office Space, and we expect y'all to be joining us for that because that's going to be funny as hell.
Well, I won't be there, so no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Y'all know I'm showing up. Y'all know I'm showing up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because we're gonna do like a panel. We're gonna have all the cool table members can join us. Y'all can join us, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna be breaking down. You're gonna be watching the movie and breaking it down and all that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So
I'll try to join, but I might be looking for my red stapler.
all right, man. Sounds good.
you know,
I'm gonna be like Skywalker for that though. I'm gonna get me some margaritas. I'm gonna be sipping on margaritas the entire show. I can't wait.
Get down. Jason Mimosa. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Y'all know
about to say
how
that. Jason
Oh, it's gonna be great.
that was coined by Leon, right? I
Jason.
think it was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in terms for me, you know, I'm gonna be here still streaming, you know what I'm saying? Still here doing what I do. Ain't nobody knocking me off my square. I ain't losing my focus, you know what I'm saying? Like we are here to fight that good fight, and I will continue to be doing that. I got another OG talk that I'm gonna be shooting early next week.
Yeah.
And I am working on locking in a few more of those with y'all. And it's gonna be some people that you guys are really gonna be looking forward to hear from. So y'all already know how my OG talk series get, and expect more of the same from people that, you know, were very instrumental in release the Snyder cut / restore the Snyderverse. And we always have very honest and open discussions on those videos. So be on the lookout for that. And you know, we just pushing this narrative, yo. So I want to thank my illustrious panel, you know what I'm saying, for really coming out and rocking with the kid today. I want to thank everybody in the chat for showing up. You guys have been awesome as always. Shout out to all the mods, you know what I'm saying, that really kept the chat civil and on point. You know, I just got much love and appreciation for all you guys, yo. So until next time, from me, Skywalker, and this panel, and from the entire Cool Table, we want to say peace out, and we're gonna rock with y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.